Howdy, LaserPants.
Thanks for coming on, man. This is a lot of fun. I have a lot of questions that we can get to. Maybe we can do a part 2 of that at some point if you want in the future. Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, everyone, to the 3POA podcast, episode 119. I'm your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I'm joined, as always, by the man behind Action Force and the CEO of Valaverse, Bobby Vala.
Oh, hi.
What's going on, man?
Man, my sides are in stitches after that opening. That was fantastic.
You like that?
Cold-blooded.
That was courtesy of our friend Oh Snap over on Twitter. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for AI is crazy.
AI is wild. It's kind of like that picture you sent me, man. Whew.
Oh yeah, you and what's her face?
Yeah, that's I look at it every day. It's how I start my morning.
Kind of creepy, honestly. Kind of weird.
I usually just send it to my wife like every other day.
As a warning.
As a warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what I could get.
Yeah, well, we'll have to show that one day. We have an Action Force update. We got some classified stuff to talk about. We've got some Netflix, Warner Brothers.
It's a stacked show.
Dude, it is. It's going to be a fun show.
Hopefully you're not spending 3/4 of the show going through chats for us to keep on subject here.
No, I mean, hopefully we are, but let's bring in our guest and then our surprise guest.
Okay.
Last minute surprise guest. You know this guy. He's all about that Lord scale. He's all about that bullshit. My buddy. It's Chad. What's going on, Chad?
I am not about that bullshit, but I am about hanging out with you fine gentlemen. And may the Lord scale keep you and bless you. How are you guys doing tonight?
There's only one fine gentleman here.
You are not Ryan Ting, according to your, yeah, look at that.
No. Gotta poke the bear.
You know, the whole Netflix and Warner Brothers merger and what that means for DC Comics and even the movie industry made me want to have our surprise guest on because of what he does for a living and his depth of knowledge and his unique perspective. We like unique perspectives here, Vala, don't we? We do. We like unique perspectives.
Nope.
Right?
Echo chamber.
Bobby's not talking to me. Yeah, that's fine.
Total echo chamber.
Let's bring him in. Yo, Joe Jerk.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me on.
I feel like it's been a minute since I've had you on the Saturday show, it seems like. But
Yes, but
we were about
we
due anyway.
usually always hang out on Friday anyway, so.
Right. Well, that's where this whole thing came from, because we were hanging out last night and talking about the whole thing, and I was like, you should come on the show tomorrow, because
Hell yeah.
you know about this stuff. So
I definitely do.
yeah. But first things first, Bobby, you got a little Action Force update. You posted about this on Instagram. You did. You got in some production samples. It's looking
They're
pretty
called
good.
FEP samples.
Well, I don't
For,
know.
for those of you that don't understand, these are actual real FEP samples, not test shots that we're calling FEP samples.
Okay.
Everyone hates me anyway. Might as well keep digging that hole a little deeper. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Should have listened to me in the first place.
Oh man, so much hate this week. So much hate this week.
Someone, listen, between you and me, after our show that we did about the Kickstarters, and then what you did recently, we are like 1 and 2 tied, like for like the internet's most hated toy guys right now. And it's just like, and I don't give a shit about it.
No.
Because, you know, it's like, I'm sure you've gotten some hate. I've gotten some hate. I had 2 angry phone calls with people. You know,
only 2.
Only
Light
well,
week.
2 that I accepted. But it was just like, listen, man. At the end of the day, we shared public information. If you're mad because the public information was shared publicly, you're doing something wrong here, pal.
Yeah.
Pals.
Yeah.
You know, it's maybe not, you know, maybe one guy isn't going to church enough and maybe praying a bit more to get his line out a little quicker, you know, people making comments that don't have nothing to do with the project. No, I only know how to make toys, but that's okay. You know,
This cat is going to drive me crazy. Keeps getting in here. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
You'll have a
So-
you know how you fix that? You don't have cats. Like,
hey, my
how about
cat just
don't have
died.
cats?
Lay off.
I was at my sister-in-law's house the other day, helping her with something, and she's got this cat. And I'm like at the top of her stairs, like, you know, fixing this thing, and the cat's just on the landing of the stairs, just staring at me. And I'm just like, this is why cats are assholes. You don't come out and say, hey, how you doing? What's your name? You know, they just stare like pompous assholes.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you in the chat that are watching the show, I fucking hate cats with a passion.
I couldn't tell.
So, Ryan
Mrs.
and
LP
Jordan-
is not happy with you. She said, you shush your potty mouth.
hey, no, I will not shush my potty mouth. You
Hey,
tell
real quick-
you tell cats to be more like dogs.
Real quick, before we talk about the FEP samples.
Yep.
Mrs. LP has her own merch now on the 3POA merch store. She has the Toy Widow merch there on the store. It's there. The link will be in the chat. It's there. If you want it, if your lady would like it, she can show everyone she's a Toy Widow. Mrs. LP is getting too popular, and I don't like it.
But
has a nice
does
smile.
she have thongs like on the Valaverse store?
Not yet.
Right? Come on.
Just
Not
saying.
yet.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fourth
Just-
Wall doesn't have them.
Just lady T-shirts right now, but maybe. But you know what, jerk?
Yeah,
Fourth
sure.
Wall lets you put your own stuff on there. So you can
It
get-
does.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
So maybe one day.
Amateur.
But yeah, all right. Let's look at those Action Force FEP samples, Bobby. Let's check
I
them
ain't
out.
showing you shit.
Show them.
Okay.
you're
let's see.
fired.
What do I want to start with? I got some FEP samples of Series 6. I've got some of the black. And then I have 2 things that I'm going to tease just because I like to do that. Let's see. Who do I want to show first? All right, let's show the lady first. Where is she? There she is. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. We got Lieutenant Hune,
Mm-hmm.
part of Series 6. She is part of the Garrison. She is great. I like her a lot. She's a cool figure.
And that's with those updated paint apps on the
Yeah, we
lower
put a
leg.
washer on her pants.
Nice.
Got some
It's good to
hard
wash your
cover.
pants.
What was that?
It's always good to wash your pants.
Always good to wash your pants. Yeah, she's fun.
Are you going to raise your prices because of that wash?
Yeah, we're gonna raise them to $27.99.
Okay. Good.
Let's see. What do we got next? We got this badass boy.
Does she have a fat ass?
I mean, it all depends what you're into.
Action Force needs fat asses.
Yes.
Just asking. I'm a man of the people. You know?
When you get your excess ray gold Hilder,
it is.
when you get that gold Hilder figure from Abby, because he's going to
Yeah.
send it to you, 'cause I told him to.
Oh, okay. I think Jordan told Woody to send me one. So
Okay,
maybe I'll
well,
get
whatever,
you one.
whoever it was, when you
Okay.
get it,
Yeah.
that's what curves are right there, Bob.
Mhm.
Okay, you know what I'm
All right.
saying?
All right,
You know, when we play with our toys, sometimes, you know,
You stir that mac and cheese, baby.
you know.
Gross.
Let's continue on with the FVPs.
Let's see. Up next, we have Pandora's chief interrogation officer. We have Jester.
I
Nice.
fucking love that fucking.
I wonder why you fucking love it.
I love that Yo-Joe Jerk action figure, man.
See, that's to go with the not Chad figure.
Hey, yeah, listen.
I didn't.
Everybody stop taking credit for being characters in my line, okay? Nobody's characters in my line. Okay? Stop it.
What's his name begin with? A J?
Oh, Yo-Joe Jester.
Sure. Sure.
I know.
You're on thin ice there, pal.
Oh,
nice.
please. Next figure. Come on, let's check it out.
Next figure
Yeah.
is the Amazon exclusive Bloody Jester.
Amazon.
Amazon. This one's going to
Wow.
be an Amazon exclusive.
Okay.
That's a kick-ass partnership.
So, yeah,
right
I'm going to have
there.
some stock at shows too, like I always do with all the exclusives. But
Nice.
this is him. We're actually updating the FEP sample because I told him there wasn't enough blood on him, so he's going to be like covered in blood. So FEP samples, you're still making comments. They're not perfect production yet, so you
No,
make minor comments here and there.
You showed an example of him before that had a wash on his.
Yeah, we added a
Holsters
wash
and
to
belts
his bandolier and his boots and his like forearm gauntlets and his helmet. So anything that brown leather what has a wash on it now.
Cool.
Let's get into some black, shall we?
Yes.
Once you go black.
Okay. First up, I like these because it's like a new line, and it's a new line, so it's different packaging and stuff. Like same footprint, but new packaging.
Ooh.
That looks cool.
They're the Corsairs.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Look at this guy.
New file cards.
Look at that.
Clean. That's clean.
Oh, nice.
Wheels. Look at that.
Is that a doubloon action
The
point?
balloon? And there will be a mail away eventually for the black. You cannot combine these with action points for MTS.
Wow.
But great figure. This figure will have two versions. So this head has the Caucasian masthead and this head. The other version has the other different sunglass masthead and the black masthead. So when you order, you're not going to know what you get. Sorry, guys, but that just means you order multiples. Let's see. Up next is, I'm going to save my favorite for last, which you'll be surprised because you'd think that this guy would be my favorite. But he's not.
Oh.
Look at that. All of that for $27.99. Do you believe that shit? I must be crazy. Wired soft goods, two heads, tons of hands, multiple weapons, figure stand. Unbelievable.
I have a question about the soft goods.
What about it?
Recently, on Savage Crucible, Rob was talking about the soft goods with Elric and I think Death Dealer, and how they had to make it at another factory, and that caused a delay, and so they're a little delayed. They're still coming, but are your soft goods made at the same factory, or are they separate places?
No, we have the main factory has a separate soft goods factory, but it is not causing any delay. That's for sure. So
Cool.
Weird.
Cool. All right.
But yes, so he will have soft goods. There will be another figure in the black line that will also have soft goods as well. But do you believe that $27.99 for this figure?
How many? That's a lot. You get 5 guns?
Yeah,
Fresh Movie Fiction would charge $54.99 for this figure. So,
yeah, that is.
Nice.
and then last but not least, look at this guy. Oh,
Vein.
look at him.
Nice.
Look at this stud. Look at that.
That's
Again,
very nice.
$27.99 for all that shit. Look at this guy.
So when you get those production samples in, or FEP, or I'm
Yep.
already confused.
FEP.
You just like approve it, and then it moves into production.
Yep.
Cool.
Because the comments aren't drastic. For instance, like with the Jester Blood, they will send me pictures and videos of the new samples. I'll approve anything from here on out over pictures and video. Because you have your test shots, you make comments on things, you get your EP samples, which is your first decode sample. That sample may still have things wrong from the test shot. Some things have been updated. They never really get everything every time around. But then there's also things that sort of come up that maybe you miss on EP that you catch on FEP. Like I was looking at Jester in the package and I'm like, there's something off about him. Like I couldn't figure for like 2 days. I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized I'm like, I think the red on the jacket is wrong. And then I went to my Pantone book and then I took out the Paint Master and sure enough, the FEP sample, the red was too light. It wasn't matching the PMS color or the Paint Master, which was a darker, deeper red. Because on the bloody version, the blood wasn't really showing up so much on the jacket. And I'm like, there should be a contrast of reds there. And there wasn't. So that's why I ended up changing it and said, guys, the jacket should be darker. It should be matching the Paint Master and the PMS book. And then also I slightly tweaked the tone of the blood to show up better against the red on the jacket.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the Action Force update. Now you're...
No.
Oh, there's
I'm
more.
not finished yet.
You're not finished yet. Okay.
Jesus.
Jeez. You're so angry today.
You got a couple of prizes.
Okay.
So I did tease this in the video that I posted.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom. Look at that. Another missile launcher case with different color missiles in there.
Cool.
And a different color rocket launcher.
Cool.
I wonder who this is going to come with. Maybe I'll show that sometime soon.
All right.
And then my last tease.
What is that?
It's a fucking box.
That's it. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Get those action points ready, baby.
It's a dick in a box?
Get
Oh,
those
okay.
action points ready.
California don't come around here.
All right. Now, that's the Action Force update. However, I projected arrival of that wave, Series 6 in the black.
They are shipping, I believe, the first week of March.
Okay.
So they'll be here mid-April.
Cool. Awesome. There we go.
April. Then, there's 2 other items that will be here the end of December. The tin will still be here mid-January. So you'll have a lot between January and then the Zolocon exclusive, which I'll be announcing soon, and then Series 6 and the black, and then more stuff, and then more stuff, and then more stuff, and then the medic, and then
Cool. There we go.
and then the raft, extras,
Extras.
World War II, maybe O-ring. We'll see.
There's a lot on the way. Action Force.
Might
my
want
God,
to take
so
that
much.
maybe off that.
You
want
finally
some
talked about something
bitness.
Chad cares about. The
Want
over.
some
Right.
bitness.
Yeah. Let's go to the chat and then we'll talk some Arctic Hiss. Sci-Fi George says, ain't no ting but a chicken wing. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Yeah, Ryan Ting did cancel. If you guys didn't see the last show, he did cancel on us because of the show that me and Jersey Maniac did about YouTube shills. The very serious show that should be taken very seriously and make people very angry. That one, okay?
Which, I had to watch that show, and I was a little bummed that I didn't get to contribute to that show because I feel like it would have been a fun show to contribute to. But if you don't mind, Ryan, I have a little something to share as my contribution to that show, if that's okay.
Yeah, this is unexpected.
So
I did not know this. Yes.
Share something here.
Okay, we're going to share. You don't want to save it for the Shill Show Part 2 that's inevitably coming?
I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
you're doing it right now.
I want to do it right now. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
We're waiting in anticipation. We cannot.
I have to change some settings real quick. Sorry.
Changing some settings. Okay. Things are moving. All right. We'll wait for you, Vala. It's fine.
Sorry. Go on. I'm. I gotta.
Welcome to ASMR.
Robert Mangana says he bets Vanguard that Ryan will watch the show tonight. Probably. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Headcanon says if they would have put this out, well, he's talking about we'll get to that. That's about the hiss. Let's see here. Ramen Toy is here. Ace, he says, hello, LaserPants. Valaverse, chat, just got back from Tokyo Comic-Con. He was just in Tokyo Comic-Con, and if you haven't heard, Ace don't work that way.
Oh my god.
Ace don't work that way.
That
Okay.
video.
He doesn't
whoever
say hi
made
to
that
us.
little promo is fucking amazing, man.
Shantan Jetty, yeah, that was hilarious. If you know, you know. I should get that clip and play that because
Yes. I almost want him to clip that shit. It's so good, man. It's so good.
for those that don't know, Ace is hilarious. He is a funny guy, and I would never want to mess with him.
Right,
East Coast Cody, you ready?
ready.
All right, let's
Ready?
see it. Yep.
Here we go.
I knew it was coming.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So this is for the Shill Show
This is for the Shill
1.5.
Show.
Yeah.
25. You know,
Wait,
I just
did you
figured, you know.
Photoshop Zakanin in there, or is that actually him?
of course I did. I photoshopped
okay.
him in there.
It's so good.
Was that Gaines?
No, there was no one else in that picture. This
No.
was just Jerk. I was going to let Zerk take the whole brunt of this, but
Thank you.
Zakanin deserves a bit more, although both of you deserve it all.
Well, I need to be filled in on information.
You've been filled in. So is Zakanin.
Here, this is unexpected, but waiting in the green room to confront you, Bobby. Let's bring him in. I'm kidding. No, not really.
Let's
He's
go.
not here.
He's not going to have fun. He's not going to have fun.
All right. RC Archaeologist, thanks for the $5. He says 4-hour round trip for a funeral today. Very sorry to hear that, man. 3POA San Diego Comic-Con podcast got me through it. Man, am I ready for some Dolly's talk? It's coming at you, dude. Sorry about the funeral. It sucks.
Yeah. That was a good stream, though. But yeah, sorry about your loss.
Chaotic says, how's every ting going, guys? It's going good. Thank you, Chaotic. Tito Man is here. Thanks for being a member for 20 months, recovering from a birthday hangover and listening to Toy Talk.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Good man.
Thank you, Tito. Our friend John is here. A World Made of Cardboard. Thanks for the 5. I got my YouTube summary for 2025. Apparently, I watched 3POA and It's Chad a lot. Nothing better. Thank you, John. That's awesome. I got so many messages of that.
Help
See
the
this
algorithm.
face? It's his fucking face.
We see your face.
Just wait. Valaverse channel's coming back. A couple weeks. I'm
All
filming
right.
new videos starting next week. Let's go, baby.
Very
Looking
nice.
forward to it. Thank you, John. J Creations, New York. Our buddy J Creations. Thanks for being a member for 27 months. Happy to see these 4 great amigos together. # doing better. We are. Thank you so much.
We're trying.
Yeah, I'm not trying that hard. Brian Driscoll says, crazy thing is those were 2 of the most respectful shows that you've done. Right? Right? Like the shill word, like we're going to have to start calling that the S word.
I
Called him the S word.
When I listened, I was expecting just some harsh words. Like I was expecting to have to text Ryan Ting and say, you know, I apologize for these jokers. But I listened and I said, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I was incredibly disappointed in Ryan. Like,
Well, we don't have to throw him under the bus, but you know, I mean, like I said before, it's his choice.
Of
And
course,
it's fine. But I have to joke about it because that's what we
you
do
got
here.
this anyway, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, we might as well joke about it because people are just going to take us serious anyway, so it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Yeah.
That's true. K-Dog, broadcasting, thanks for the 5. Hula Dogs Unite and Bobby's kids. If you're watching, ask for a kitten for Christmas.
So they both did their Christmas list and both had cats on it.
Yes. I'm going to text Barry.
Looks like Santa
to
ain't
get
going to
him.
bring that shit.
Thank you, K-Dog. Let's see here. Mrs. LP says, we all know you guys don't really care about the soft goods. What's the point of a thong? It's just an obstacle. I mean,
Interesting point.
that's a good point.
It's
No,
valid.
Mrs. LP, it's more to feed my ego because I want to know that when gentlemen are about to get a little frisky, they see Valaverse or Action Force, something related before that happens. And that makes me feel good.
And they're like, it's time for action.
It's time for action.
I gotta get the testosterone up.
Oh. Tyler Lalone, thanks for the 2. Retailers don't seem to have the Lima pack. Oh, can we address that? The Lima pack sold out.
So the Lima pack sold out faster than any other weapons pack we've ever put out. I guess there's something about shotguns and AKs, but
Well, that Elysium AK is fucking amazing.
I don't know what
If I could buy packs and packs of those, I would.
so I immediately, because my Amazon guy was like, look, my stock was gone in about a day, and Big Bad is about to put theirs up, or if they did or not, but it seems like everyone's putting them up. They're all going like crazy. People on the secondary market are trying to get $60 for it, like that Best Patches fuck off in Utah.
I got 4 of them. $60
But-
bucks.
Well, he's not getting it. That's what he has them listed at.
Yeah, okay.
I'm at the point where I might have to ban every single customer that buys from Spanish Fork, Utah, just so that piece of shit does not fucking jack up the prices on this stuff. But anyway, so I reached out to the factory and I said, I need a quote and a schedule for reissuing 3 of our greatest hits weapons packs from the last 2 series. We're talking India, Juliet, and Lima. And they said, sure, we can get that to you. And there might be a little surprise, a little something extra in on the weapons. Something we're going to change a little bit. You know how I like to change up reissues, but yeah. And they were like, oh, we could probably get those done by and shipped out by mid-January. And I was like, okay, I think I like the sound of that. So I'm going to make a decision on that by Monday.
Cool.
Fuck
Well, that's
yeah,
good to know. Chaotic says, Jesus Christ, I'm definitely a Vala shill now. Bring on the black, baby.
It's okay. Everybody is. And it's okay. No one's gonna judge you for admitting it.
Thank you for the $5 Ickney Bob. He says, are the black in the same world as Action Force?
I described it at DFW like this: Valaverse is Marvel, Action Force is Avengers, the black is X-Men. Same universe. Every now and then, maybe they'll overlap, but they are 2 totally different lines.
Like 2 IP. So
Yep.
if you were to license out to like a studio, you could license out Action Force to one,
exactly
the black to the other.
exactly.
Like Spider-Man's at Sony.
Yep.
Everything else is at Disney, right? Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see here. We got Carlos Rosado. Thanks for being a member for 28 months. Bobby, I was getting a CM Punk pipe bomb vibe off you.
For what?
I don't know.
What part? You got to remind me. What part?
Don't
Because
know.
I mean, the pipe bomb's always a great promo, but which one? I throw hot takes out all the time. I just want to know which one it was for.
That was 9 minutes ago. So whatever you were talking about 9 minutes ago.
You
But
think I remember? You think I remember 5 minutes ago?
I know, right? Carlos, just tell us, and then producer Scott will star it. You don't have to send a super chat or nothing. Omar says, will I be blocked for participating in this chat? You likely already are blocked.
Yep.
Did I tell you? I know I said it on the last show, Bobby, but did I tell you that Kevin from Toying Around was blocking people that were in our chat?
Yeah,
Just for
and
being there?
I mean, I'm not surprised. This is the same guy, and thank you for reminding me that this is the same guy that when I went on his show, and yes, I did go on a show, he probably took it down by now. But this is the same guy that told me not. I couldn't talk bad about Brian Flynn. It's like, okay, a lot of good that guy's doing for your channel nowadays. There, Kevin.
Oh, by the way, this just in from Brian Flynn.
Howdy, LaserPants.
Oh, hello.
It's like, Kevin, what is Brian Flynn doing for you? Is he, is he sending you nudes or anything like that? He's sending you free product, because they haven't been putting out product lately. So, it seems like, they got a new CEO. They pushed Brian to the side a little bit. But yeah, no, we don't want to talk bad about him. And, whenever I go on a show, I always tell people nothing's off limits. You can ask me any question you want. You never have to edit anything. You don't have to do nothing. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to talk. He's like the only joker that was just like, you can't talk bad about him. I'm in his pocket. I'm in his pocket, so you can't talk bad about him.
Yeah,
But go ahead, go block people.
Brian weaseled his way into a lot of pockets back in the day. Candyman 5000, thanks for becoming a channel member.
Any more fucking product? What does it fucking matter?
It's been a slow roll, other than like their Reaction Plus.
Yep.
Besides that, like the Ultimates seem like they're
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some Thundercats, but very slow.
They put 2 figures out and call it a wave.
Yeah, 2 figure waves.
2 figures.
Oh,
And they
no.
put a little
Big
cat
wave.
They put a little cat out. Didn't they put like Snarf and Orko or something in boxes and put and charge $55 fucking for them?
Oh, yeah, and they're all.
Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev.
Ultimates-
Back that one up.
Didn't Classified do a couple? Plenty of like 3 figure waves? Yeah, they did.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Ultimates went up to 65.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They'll be 20
Candyman
bucks
5000,
next
thanks for
time
becoming a channel member. Stay tuned for the after show tonight. All hooligans, all channel members, stay tuned for the after show. Thank you so much, Candyman 5000. Let's see. Blake is telling your kids to ask for a kitten and really loud techno music. J Creations New York, thanks for the 5. Bobby, cats are inevitable. I fell victim to 2.
No,
Cats
they're
are
not.
cool.
No, they're not.
You know what? Mrs. Vala is going to bring home 2 kittens at Christmas, and you're going to fall in love. I know it's going to happen. It's going to melt your cold, dead
because
heart.
My son's allergic, so it's like,
Tyler Lalone, thanks for the 5. Thank you, Bobby, and thank you for the Gustav. I can't wait for a mortar.
The goose.
Super, hallelujah. Thanks for the $10. Valaverse treats me better than any girlfriend I ever had. Wow. What are you doing to the fans, Bobby? Enjoying this legendary stream already. Thank you, Super, hallelujah. Very nice.
I'm working the corner for everybody, baby.
You ripping open packs?
I am.
All right.
That's my last pack.
DJ Bill Utley, thanks for the 24-month member chat. FYI, Chad's IG stories are gold. I haven't seen them. Are they gold? I got to go check it out.
Thank you, Bill.
And then we've got It's Chad, longtime watcher, first-time caller. You suck! Thank you, Chad. Maniac is here, and he was offended we called him a shill. Complete lack of self-awareness. Do better, Kevin. Thank you, Maniac.
Hey,
We love
at least Jersey understands the morals issue now. You're one of the few, Jersey, who got it. You're a good man.
I need the moral lecture myself. What?
You
We'll cover it later. We got to get into the toy news.
You can't be safe.
All right. The Arctic Hiss, the mold based on the HasLab. We discussed it before, but now it's up for pre-order. We know what it is. It's a made-to-order item similar to the Dragon Man from Marvel Legends and the what else did they do made-to-order? Mephisto, Apocalypse. But the Arctic Hiss, the HasLab mold, will be a made-to-order. It's up right now for the next like 30 or so days, and it's $200. Stripped of electronics, stripped of 3 figures that came with the HasLab, kind of, I think, simplified a little. But here it is. They're reusing HasLab molds. Personally, I could care less. I couldn't care less. Bobby, what do you think? As a toy maker, what do you think?
So, I've said it before. When you are making toys, not just sitting on money, acting like you're making toys, but When you tool something, you want to get several uses out of it. You know, very rarely do you want to tool something if it's a head or a couple. If it's like a couple accessories or something like that, sure, you can single use is fine. But when it's something big, when you're spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on tooling, you want to get some use out of it. However, it has kind of been like an unwritten rule that HasLabs are HasLabs. You know, you do them and you make so much money off of them that you say thank you, you know, that's it. But it was only a matter of time before somebody said, can we squeeze that sponge again? There's got to be some water left in it, right? You know, G.I. Joe was the first team to do it. So, yeah.
I mean, toy making is all about reuse. Every toy company has to do it.
Yes, but there's that whole like morals thing. I know. I think I'm kind of like the only fucking toy company with morals, but it's like the amount of money that they make off of HasLabs, and we've broken it down before. It's like when you're making that ridiculous amount of money that you're sitting on for a year and a half, it's kind of dirty to do this. It's kind of dirty. But also, when you do this, now this exposes a bunch of things. And, you know, I know you first said, well, you know, came with 3, you know, stripped electronics, 3 figures. Whoa. No matter what the fucktards on HISS Tank say, you cannot include the add-ons. You have to judge it by the original offering.
Yep.
The add-ons were the add-ons. The thing was getting made as a base model if it was $1 over. That's what the offer was. You just got free shit because Hasbro took way more of your fucking money. So looking at the original offering, it's like, okay, well, they got rid of the big laser cannon and they took the Stinger missiles. Okay. Got rid of the electronics. What did the HISS originally retail for HasLab? $350?
No,
I think it was 3 at the time.
$300.
Okay.
$299, yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you know, looking at it as a manufacturer and trying to analyze it, I know people are gonna be like, well, I want it and I want to buy it. Cool. You should absolutely buy this. If you want it, you buy what you want because that's what makes you happy.
Yep.
But I look at it and I say, okay, so they're basically saying electronics, you can't really, the Stinger missiles and the laser cannon swapped. Okay, one for one. So basically they're saying that the electronics are $100.
Yep.
Which I can tell you is the biggest load of horse manure on the fucking planet. So if, you know, but it just goes to show you what the HasLab should have cost. I'm not saying this is now overpriced or underpriced or whatever. I'm saying that this exposes the cost that the HasLab should have been. And I did the same thing for like the Sentinel and Galactus versus the Engine of Vengeance, you know, the Rancor, that sort of thing. How they're able to, you know, give you things after they don't hit early bird goals. It's all shady. You know, the Dragonfly goes down to what, 275. So it's just like there's a lot of shenanigans going on. A lot of shenanigans where it's you know, Hasbro, or it's not just Hasbro, it's all these toy companies or, you know, other companies that do this crowdfunded model. They just think the consumer isn't that smart. They think people aren't going to stop and think. But you guys are smart. Now, again, it's one of those, are you the type of customer that analyzes and breaks it down and says, that's not worth the price, or because I was burned on this, or now it exposes the HasLab being too high, I'm not going to buy it? Or you can be the person like, I really want it. I want this. I don't care what the price is. I'm buying it. And you know what? Neither option is wrong.
Okay. Chad, Mr. Lord Scale.
Hello.
I know you're a big fan of Hasbro. You're a big Hasbro. I gotta have your thoughts on this.
Well, a lot of us knew a long time ago that they had already kind of shifted the conversation about reusing HasLab molds. They had said numerous times, like, yeah, there's a possibility we might. There's a possibility we might. And when you and I were in San Diego, they straight up said like 3 years. 3 years is the window when we'll reuse the molds, and they just flat out said it. We knew this was coming.
Right.
Like, this wasn't really a shock to a lot of people. There's some interesting things about it. It comes with. I'm pointing that way. It comes with the upgraded cowl armor, which was an add-on. Which, I mean, hey, that's cool. Whatever. But the reality is, all throughout A Real American Hero, which classified as just stealing from A Real American Hero, they reused the HISS, the original HISS mold, how many times?
Yep. Right.
The blue HISS 3, the Arctic HISS, et cetera, even for the septic tank, things like that. It's nothing new.
Right.
I mean, this is fine. I 100% agree with Bobby about like the electronics, especially when you talk about, the base offering was $300, and then you want to start breaking it down to like dollars and cents. Well, then you got the figures, and then you got the cowl armor and the extra canopy and all that stuff. Okay, so all that was $300. What was the vehicle? Like 100. When we all talked about the Snowcat, the Snowcat was that $175, $200 vehicle, and then they just threw all that dumb shit in there, like oh, here's a campfire set. But this is just a thing. You go all the way back to the original 13. They all shared like 3 or 4 heads. Go back to Masters of the Universe. Why does Skeletor have web feet? Because Merman has the same damn feet, and that's okay. That's how a line's going to stay solvent. But I mean, I agree with Bobby as far as like the electronics and all that stuff, and so maybe the original HISS was about. But I don't see this at 200. I just don't. I don't see it at 200. I see it at about $150.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not going to buy it, but
right.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, now you have the first HasLab HISS, and you modified it into the Lord scale, so 3 3/4 figures go in the cockpit.
I
right?
do, yeah. Jeff W sent me. He sent me the original, the HasLab HISS for my retirement, my 50th birthday, one or the other, and then an awesome dude by the name of Viper Scout.
Yeah.
He showed me the formula for converting it to 1/18 scale without doing any damage to the base vehicle. So yeah, I mean, it works out perfectly.
Yeah, it is a good vehicle. I have it thanks to our friend Jeff Wheat.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad vehicle.
Right.
There's a couple things that are a little chintzy on it, but that's nitpicking, right? It's not bad. It's a HISS. I mean, ta-da, there you go.
It's a big HISS for 3 3/4.
Now, if they turned around and busted out a Soundwave HISS,
oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That SDCC set was awesome.
Even though that was based on the DTC, the Direct-to-Consumer 2005 HISS, I'd probably buy it.
Jerk, I know you probably talked about Omega Powers, but what are your thoughts?
I'll give my take on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you ever believed that they would not reuse this mold, like that's crazy for what Chad said. You know what I mean? This is a line that repaints everything, makes different versions. So I would never believe that. And even if it doesn't matter, I knew they would do it down the road. So for somebody who collects the line, I honestly figured it was going to be 200. I figured they would have shot for more. And, like for me, the price, what are their figures? Like $30 now. So it's like a $30 figure, with the HISS. They slapped like a couple of new parts on it, not much, but to me, I knew they were going to do it, so I'm buying it. I have no problem, and I would rather just, put down a pre-order and just pay for it when it's ready. You know what
that's
I mean?
the good thing about the made-to-order model. That's awesome.
I fucking hate HasLabs. I hate them.
Yeah.
If they just did this with anything they're too scared to make themselves, I would be like, it would be better. Like, so
the whole HasLab model is just marketing. It's just the hype. It's just that, get hype. The community's talking about it. People are like, is it it not? There, there's the element of FOMO because it runs out of time, and if you miss out, you miss out. So they could easily just do the made-to-order thing like they've been doing with Marvel Legends and now this. And
that's what they
should
do. That's what they should do. Just broaden a pre-order window and make everything fucking made-to-order.
Exactly.
Like if toy stores are dead and whatever, just do it like that. Now, see, this is one thing, but I will say, like, the flip side of that coin with the Snowcat, the whole reason they put that bivouac in there, that was a slap in the face because everyone, as soon as they saw it, said they're going to turn around and in 6 months that thing's going to be in a box and it'll be green.
Oh yeah,
that's different. That's 100% different.
Yeah,
right now, okay, so we got Glenda, and half these classified only fucking turds are like, oh, I don't know what a Glenda is, But who didn't know right off the Who didn't know right off the bat that was your Retro Scarlet? That's a different story. But the bivouac, the only thing you're going to do with the bivouac is put out the OG color bivouac, and that's dirty. This a little different.
And the Flint and the Lady J figure sucked on it too. So didn't need either of them in snow gear. Like they should have just put out figures that they normally wouldn't do. So
real quick, guys, we have 531 people watching. Thank you guys very much. Please do hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're new here, just subscribe. I know there's a lot of hate about 3POA right now, but we're not that bad. I promise you. If you're a normal person, we're not that bad.
You're a normal.
If you're normal.
But yeah, no.
You don't like to get ridiculed,
So with this HISS, I just think, yes, I get the whole HasLab thing. Like I said, it is just marketing. That whole crowdfunding aspect of it, it's just marketing to build excitement and make noise. I like the made-to-order thing. By the way, if I was a hardcore G.I. Joe fan, I'd be like, yeah, I want this. Where's the next one? Because I'll want it in red. Maybe I'll want the septic tank, Chad. Maybe I'll want a classified septic tank. Maybe I'll want one in camo, like green camo. All the different versions,
the blue HISS 3 is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They have the MMS now, so you can do the Sears red HISS with the MMS,
Yeah, there's a lot they can do. And look at classified collectors. Like for example, our friend Woody. He's got like 100 bats. He's got, he just buys a massive amount of shit.
Dude,
Army builds everything. This is Go ahead, Jerk.
He bought 3 of them from me like a week ago.
But the classified fans are rabid and they're army builders, and they're gonna want the variants, they're gonna want the repaints like this HISS. So, I think for the fans of classified, if they hadn't done this, it would have been a disservice to them. I think
if they parked it forever, it would have been because the HISS, you know what I mean? Like, might as well.
It is one of the most. I'm going to use the word iconic. It's one of the most recognizable designs in G.I. Joe. I mean, hands down, you cannot deny, the Mars Industries HISS. Anybody who knows G.I. Joe knows what a freaking HISS is.
Just the silhouette.
It's still not a fucking tank.
Yeah, the silhouette alone.
Yeah, and coming from, I have 67 HISSes. Like, I'm not going to diss on this. I'm not going to diss on this at all. Like, there might be a couple of weird little shisty practices, but other than that, I still think it's cool because the Arctic HISS is an awesome vehicle. It's a rad design, and I think that, somebody somewhere took one of the, their extra fucking HasLab HISSes. Somebody painted one white. Somebody did.
Oh, I'm sure.
And now they're like, look.
Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
If I remember right, I think I saw someone actually paint it into a septic tank, like with the neons.
That's cool.
That's good job. Yeah, because 90s.
And then it comes with this. Is this a snow serpent? Is that what they're calling this, or the Arctic HISS driver, whatever? So you get a figure in there, Like I said, at 150, I probably would have picked one up. But just because I'm not super into the line, 200 was just kind of put me out of it. So it's going to be a pass for me, dog.
Is that supposed to be like a Chris with a bayonet on it?
It looks like it. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
with the-
That's one that just goes in the parts bucket. It's horrible.
And then you get your weapons pack Lima, right? And
That's
you
all
can-
I do,
yeah,
man. I
yeah.
just fill them out with the weapons packs.
Chad, it's not worth the brain power.
It isn't.
Do you know anything about ballistics?
Well,
Oh wait, I'm sorry. They were putting magazines in weapons backwards. That's right. I'm sorry.
Can you take a closer look again? Take a closer look, just like
Look
yeah.
at that.
You
guy.
see that? Yeah.
Look at
Oh
this.
yeah.
Look at that.
Well, you have good pores. It's nice, smooth skin for your age.
Looking
you know?
good.
Wow.
He gets a
Very
lot of
young.
facials.
What moisturizer do you use, Chad?
I will say though, whatever the honeycomb tampo is on it, that's
Yeah.
really hard to see unless you get real close. Looks really fucking cool on it.
That was a nice touch. Yeah, it is hard
Like
to
they
see.
could
but
have
maybe-
just left it shitty white, but like you can't see it in like.
Oh, they did
oh,
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, they have pictures at a con where you can see it really good. And I was like, whoa, they actually did something to it other than leave it completely white. So
It is worth talking about these missiles too, Jerky. You were
Oh,
talking about them the
they're
other night
dog shit.
with
They're
this whole
dog
missile
shit.
system. What was the issue you had with it? Because this
Oh.
part is actually a reuse.
Yes, the part that holds the missiles, the missile like carrier, is
Rack.
like it's like pudding. It is so
Oh, that
rubbery.
sucks.
So if they don't fix it, like that's just gonna be bullshit to get it on a $200 item. But
At least they're consistent.
there you go. That is true.
In my expert opinion, they need to change the durometer of the plastic.
There you
look
go.
at
the durometer.
This guy.
Are you a
Big
plastic
brain.
expert, Ryan? Are you a plastic expert?
Yes, I am a plastic expert.
You know what? I should have
Face taught
never.
me everything I know.
I should have never started saying behind the scenes stuff and giving out terms and stuff because I don't want to educate people because now
But
people
Duro's
think they know-
been a thing forever.
like
Like
behind-the-scenes
skateboard
stuff.
wheels are all based on Duro.
Yeah, but
We like behind the scenes stuff.
I'm the behind the scenes guy.
Ooh,
I miss Jordan.
I don't. Let me tell you.
I like Jordan. He's a stand-up dude.
no, he's
Nah,
not.
Jordan's cool. Shout out to Jordan. Okay. Now they also teased something. So this was kind of put up for pre-order and talked about at some Brazilian Comic-Con. McFarlane was there. Hasbro was there. And then
weapon's giving
they
me
always do their
AIDS.
tease. They always do their tease, right? So they teased this. I've seen a lot of people saying Swamp Speeder, which came with
No,
Dreadnought.
because fucking Christopher McLeod, full farce. He said that this is the swamp skier.
he was on the shill list.
No fucking shit, Ryan.
You're on that list, buddy.
Why wouldn't he be on that list?
He said he liked the Snake Eyes movie. He had to
Snake
go on
Eyes
the list.
movie's great, guys.
Did he fucking really?
Yeah, dude, you didn't know that?
Look, I'm
He's
doing a
a glazer,
I'm
baby.
doing a 5-year moratorium on that movie in June.
Wow.
Dude, they sent him to the premiere and he raved about how great it was, and then the people in his comments roasted him. And I mean, he never had any channel growth to begin with. Like literally nobody watches that fucking channel. And now it's like ever since then it's been nothing. People are like, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah,
I don't know. Hooded Cobra Commander watches him.
some
All right. So I got
dumb
three.
haircut dude.
I have three what I would consider G.I. Joe experts on the show. What the hell does this go to? What is this a tease for?
My first answer was going to be I don't care. How about that?
Okay.
It's the snowmobile. I forgot the fucking name.
Polar Battle Bear.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I think it is.
I mean, that would
They're-
make sense because they're teasing.
Yeah, they're
The
dipping
victims.
hard in the winter.
Here's
No.
the thing about the Polar Battle Bear, though. You see the shocks going in the same direction as the part of the ski that's up. If it was the
Mhm.
Polar Battle Bear, it would be in the other direction. You want the
Mm.
front of the ski to be up.
Well, that might pivot. That round area in the
Maybe.
middle there might
Yeah.
Maybe. But it did that on the swamp skier too, remember? Because
Mm.
it could kind of fork out and fork under.
It's turned up a little right there. Tiny,
Well, no,
tiny
what
bit.
he's saying up in the middle where the shocks meet, there's
Yeah.
like that's going to move back and forth.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
You know what it's not? A decent fucking mortar for short fuse.
The little
I saw that mortar. That thing is dog shit.
Is short fuse in that current 2-pack that's at Target?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I saw that 2-pack one day, and they had like 6 of them, and I was like, I don't know. And I left. I came back the next day. They were all gone. But all the Scorpions were still there. I'm waiting for a sale on those.
Do you guys remember
expensive,
years
man.
ago, like 4 years ago, when I would go off on weird little tangents and I'd be like, what are you going to make Ace walking around? Are you going to put Steeler on foot? What did they fucking do?
I don't know.
Told you.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah, let's do a 2-pack with a vehicle driver. Good idea, Lenny. Good.
So one of them came with the Mobat. Is that right? Or
Yes.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Steeler came with the Mobat. So here's the thing. If you did the Swamp Skier, are you going to do another version of Zartan? Is it going to be maybe that rumored Sunbow colorway of Zartan? Or are you just going to do a pack-in vehicle, right? You didn't get Zartan for the Swamp. You didn't get the Swamp Skier for Zartan. You got Zartan and got the Swamp Skier with him.
Mm-hmm.
So are you just going to do the Swamp Skier by itself? Or are you going to do another, what would that be, a 4th or 5th fucking Zartan?
Oh God, I think you're right. I think that would be fourth.
It would at least be 4.
There was the regular release. There was the
retro
non-release, and then the retro.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
And they're doing the Ninja Force.
And there's
Zartan.
fucking Cold Slither, dude, and Ninja Force. So this would be 6.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Zartans.
It's too much.
Well, you got 5 roadblocks before you got Stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they tease this thing, which we're saying it's a snowmobile or a swamp ski or whatever. I don't know. And then they also name drop Deep Six. Deep Six is coming, which is going to make our friend Sal very happy. Sal loves Deep Six.
Where's the shark?
Dude, if they do a shark with him, I'm buying it.
Well, I think she kind of hinted something at it when she said something.
Oh, the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it because I really think they're just doing like all the mid-sized vehicles that they can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's smart. It makes sense.
Oh.
When you said shark, I know that Lenny is like so animal obsessed that he's going to do this guy with a shark. I'm like, an actual shark. Like, I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Shark with a C. His submersible.
Yeah, I know, with the C. Yeah.
By the neck of Jaws, man. That thing's great.
Mrs. LP says your mom likes Deep Six. Damn. I'm telling you, do not
Why
try
is
to
she
match wits
talking to
with
the
her.
chat like that?
She's a dagger, man.
Toy Widow merch available now on the 3POA podcast merch store.
Complete with insults. Buy now.
That merch talks about your mother. Okay. All right. So Deep Six, which, like I said, our friend Sal's, I think that was his favorite character in like neon orange. He wanted me to find a Deep Six in neon orange for him.
Yeah, that was the 93 mail away. Oh no, the orange and blue one, that was what, 1990 or 89?
No, it wasn't 89.
89 or 90 was the one with the orange helmet.
Gotcha. Well, no doubt when Deep Six does go up, it will be available on nerdzoic.com. Nerdzoic.com, Bobby. How about that, huh?
Let's go, baby.
All right. Nerdzoic.com is built by a collector, and it's for collectors. And right now, guys, you can get Max Shrek and the Penguin Commando 2-pack. It's coming in tomorrow.
Do you want to?
Yes. You can't interrupt the ad reads, Chad. You have to let me do the read. These are dropping tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on nerdzoic.com. The Max Shrek and the Penguin Commandos. They were pretty hard to get when they went up for pre-order. I think they sold out quick or something. Or
the Penguins definitely did.
The Penguins did. Okay, so they're going to be up on nerdzoic.com tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. And by the way, you buy one, and what's he going to do? He's going to bundle it with 2 mystery figures. 2 mystery figures. So you get the Penguins, you get Max Shrek. He bundles it with 2 mystery figures. Those are pulled from his in-stock items right now. So you can do that tomorrow, like I said, 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, right now, hot in stock, the NECA 2012 TMNT Ninja Turtles. They're in stock right now. You can grab those. You can grab the latest full set of the mini comic wave from Marvel Legends, the full set. They're ready to go. If you want individuals, it'll be another 2 weeks, I think he said, before the individuals come in. You can order a whole set of the mini comic wave. A lot of team completers in here. And that freaking awesome Daredevil, man. Cannot wait to get that. Let's see here. We got... now this is supposed to be coming in February. The Studio Series 86 Soundwave. But guess what? It's 2 weeks out. Barring any unforeseen circumstances like theft or damage or customs, this should be in 14 days at nerdzoic.com. So if you have not pre-ordered this, get on it because Soundwave is one of the most popular Transformers, and it will go fast. Yeah. Nerdzoic.com, guys. I'm still getting used to this whole thing. Nerdzoic.com. Matt Big Nerdy is a collector himself. He'll take care of you. Him and his wife, Anna. They run a small, family-owned American business. Nerdzoic.com. They will take care of you. They are collectors. Don't rely on the big guys like Amazon. They don't care about you. You're not going to get customer service from them. Check out nerdzoic.com. Nerdzoic.com. They're small enough to care, but big enough to deliver. Nerdzoic.com.
Don't encourage him.
You, Bobby.
Batman Return sucks. Anyway.
Matt told me today. I was emailing Matt today. He's like, I know how it goes. Like, are people calling you a shill yet? I'm like, I think it's happened a couple times. Yeah, for sure.
I gotta say though, Matt is a rad dude.
He's awesome.
Absolutely.
When I met Matt in Jersey, just speaking for myself, when I met Matt in Jersey, it's like I'd known him for years. Like he was just totally fucking cool. So
he's an awesome guy.
That goes a long way.
No one has a bad word to say about Matt ever.
Nope.
Because he's so cool.
Well, now I'm gonna start.
Let it begin.
All right. I want to go to the chat before we get into our Netflix discussion. Carlos Rosado clarifies. He says when you were talking about the FEP samples and everyone hating you, that was clarifying what he said before. Remember?
Gotcha.
What did he say before?
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
The thing.
The thing
with the stuff.
Oh, it's all something about pipe bomb. Yeah, the
pipe bomb.
referencing the CM Punk pipe bomb.
There we go.
No, listen. I mean, everyone got it during that Kickstarter podcast, but not that they should have gotten it. It's just we just shared public information.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
House Hendo says now this is about the Arctic Hiss. No lights and sound should be 150 to 185. Like I said, I would be in at 150. I don't think 200 is crazy. It's not like the Engine of Vengeance, which was freaking crazy. But, I'd have been in at 150 for sure. But, yeah, 200 isn't nuts. Right? Maybe
it's about right for their pricing. So
Yeah. And our friend Ramen Toy here. Ramen Toy. Ace don't look that way. He says, I agree that a HasLab should never be recolored. Oh, okay. So Ace is with you, Bobby. He says the whole sales pitch was based on that FOMO. Now this is really what's called a slap in the face of the backer, not what we did with the 80s Commanders. So that's fair, honestly.
Can we all just agree? HasLabs, it's basically there should just be an asterisk at the bottom that says pay for the molds.
Yeah,
like that's all it is. Pay for everything up front.
100%.
All reward, zero risk. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as a dream project anymore. The days of the Kitana, all that stuff, it's out the window. Now it's just like, I
don't want to make it because I'm afraid you pay for it.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. That's all it is. We'll just make those suckers pay for everything, and we're gonna pocket the interest. Fuck them.
He continues here. Stripping off electronics does not reduce costs to the extent it reduces a significant retail price. We are talking about a mic, LEDs, and an IC board, a battery compartment. Compared to the overall, I think HasLab is not about they are scared to make them themselves. I think they saw a way to get money up front.
100%.
and then sit on it. Yeah,
That's all it is. Yep.
sit on
Earning
those.
interest.
Yep. Interest.
I mean, you sit on a couple $1,000,000 for a year, you're earning a lot of interest on that. That's a couple salaries there at Hasbro, you know.
Yep.
It's Chris Cox's bonus, baby.
Yeah.
We got Jeremy Jernigan here. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Jeremy Jernigan. He says, everybody make sure to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, friggin' fix yourself. I like that. Thank you,
You
Jeremy.
know, he said that with a crisp knife hand, too.
Yes. Blake says he wants an orange General Lee Hiss.
I can make you one.
Crash Watchman, thanks for being a member for 22 months for $200. I just bought 2 Vanguards. Hey.
Ooh, thanks.
So you still have bundles down at that price point, huh?
Yeah, we still have a few bundles left.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
At Valaverse.com?
At Valaverse.com.
Valaverse.com.
No shilling necessary.
S-tier shield right here. Doomed says they tease Deep Six without the vehicle, without the shark. Yeah. Big Frankie with the $5. Thank you, Big Frankie. He says, I got Steeler for my Ramen Hunter. There you go. I still need to open my Ramen Hunter. I've had it for like 2 months, I think. I got a bunch of vehicles I have not opened, like ramen vans and stuff. I'm just waiting for that city to get done. Sean Forrester wants Mrs. LP to take over as host.
Oh,
We'll
damn.
see. Hey, maybe I'll put her on the payroll. We'll see.
Just do a stream of all the spouses.
I don't make enough to have a payroll, though. So, Sean, you're going to have to help out. RC Archaeologist, thanks for the 5. He says, love the Nerdzoic ads. LP got a news anchor voice and a radio DJ face. Oh, sick burn. Although, unlike other YouTubers, I won't get mad at you. It's okay. You can call me ugly.
Scott, ban him. Ban him.
Yeah. Block him quick. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't just do an ad for anyone, but Big Nerdy is definitely that was an easy call for me. I would advertise Big Nerdy any day. We got K-Dog Broadcasting. Thanks for being a member. Or, no, I'm sorry. Thanks for gifting 1 3POA podcast membership. Appreciate that. Let's see who that went to. That went to Larry Menchaca. Hey, Larry. Welcome to channel membership.
Larry.
Stay tuned for the after show. And then we got one from Justin Booth. Thanks for gifting that channel membership, Justin Booth. And that went to Sean Forrester. There we go. Thank you. Awesome. Sean, stay tuned for the after show. Unless I block you for saying Mrs. LP should take over. But I won't. There we go.
You
Thanks,
could do
guys.
worse.
Yeah, I mean, you could. You could beat Kevin from Toying Around.
Could be Chris McLeod.
You could be Hooded Cobra Commander.
Ooh. All right. So next up, guys, the Netflix and
Warner Brothers
crossover. Let me bring this up here. I have an article here. I feel like Clownfish TV. Here we go. So as the YouTube griftosphere has been raging about the past few days, yes, Netflix has indeed purchased Warner Brothers for $82 billion. What would you guys do with $82 billion? Whatever.
I'd move to the fucking moon.
Oh my god.
I'd probably get a couple cats.
You get cats for free, bro. Just go out to a dumpster somewhere. You're fine.
Okay, so this is from the Associated Press. It says Netflix's deal to acquire Warner Brothers, one of Hollywood's oldest movie studios, it's 102 years old, poses seismic shifts to the entertainment industry and the future of movie-going, and not just movie-going. But it continues. The studio, Warner Brothers, currently boasts 3 of the top 5 earning films domestically, including a Minecraft movie, Superman, and Sinners, as well as one battle after another. Netflix is a streaming service. It's the biggest streaming service, right? Now, they have released movies in theaters. Usually Netflix movies are in theaters. They're not advertised very well, and they're in theaters for a week, maybe 2, and then they're gone.
If
right?
that. If that.
If that. So now they're buying Warner Brothers, one of the biggest movie studios around. What does that mean for movie theaters and
Gone.
Movies in general?
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't think it's good. And Jerk, you have a unique perspective on this.
This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to movies ever, because Netflix makes shit that everything is written so that you can be on your phone and kind of pick up what's going on in a story. That is how everything is written across the board at Netflix. That is a real thing. So now your Lord of the Rings, your DC universe, all this shit is going to just be dog shit product now. Like, this is just to feed the machine. They're just, yeah. And DC Comics, gone. We won't even see them in 6 months because they bought Millar World, which is a pretty big properties. That's Kick-Ass. That's Jupiter's Legacy. I'll shut up in a second. And they bought that for $200 million, made one show, it sank, and they put it to bed forever.
Yeah,
so they bought an entire comic universe, fucked it up with one show, and put it to bed.
Yeah.
So, and they are the worst with canceling shows. They're the worst. So that's where I'll leave it. Chad, go ahead.
Oh, hi. The only thing I'm going to say about that, my friend, which it was very well stated. Thank you for that. At least their Extraction movies were better than both of all 3 of Paramount's G.I. Joe movies.
Well, just about anything that isn't Mission Impossible from Paramount's dog shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look what they're doing to Star Trek. Just quick aside. Oh my God.
How could you ruin Star Trek like that?
The point still stands, right?
Yes.
And you know they can do good. I'm not going to stay on Star Trek. You know they can do good Star Trek because Picard season 3 up until the last episode was freaking amazing. I'm sorry.
They shook off that dog shit producer though.
It was all fan service for the whole season, and then the last episode, it kind of fell off. But they can do it. Okay. Enough about Star Trek. We're talking about Warner Brothers and Netflix.
Bunch of nerds.
I know.
Shut the. One thing I will say, I did find it interesting, and I know we're probably going to get into this angle. Jerk's going to have his thoughts on it and whatever, and then Bobby and I are going to gush.
It's not going to happen, dude. He bombed 2 movies.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but the interesting thing is that as soon as Zack Snyder hit Instagram and he just started like ramping up all that stuff, the dude who played Green Lantern for Justice League before they scrapped him for Martian Manhunter on the reshoots, like everybody was saying all this stuff about the Justice League, the DCEU, and then boop, there's that sale. And yes, I know what's going on with Snyder and Netflix and all that stuff.
It was very interesting that he started posting a lot of DC stuff
over like the past 2 months, and it just got louder and louder and louder.
Let's get into Snyder in a minute. Let's get into Snyder in a minute. First, I want to continue on the overall movie theater angle. The article says, will Warner Brothers continue releasing movies in theaters? It says yes, but it might change. For starters, it'll be at least 12 to 18 months before the deal officially goes through. And that's important because the government can put a stop to all this with the antitrust.
Yeah, people are already crying about it.
It can be like, the whole monopoly thing, and they're really getting close to that. I thought Disney and Fox for sure back in the day would have been stopped.
But
it wasn't.
Me too.
Because it's just getting too freaking big, dude. And what's happened since then? The quality of their movies has gone down. It just has.
Well, that's across the board.
If we know one thing as toy collectors, is that competition. It breeds creativity. It breeds creativity, and it's better for consumers. So these big mergers like this, with these $82 billion mergers, multi-billion-dollar mergers, it's never good for us.
Yeah,
I get that we can see Spider-Man and Wolverine in the same movie. I get that. That's cool. But the corporate suits do not care about that.
Nope.
Everything will be watered down and dumbed down, and it'll turn to bullshit. And that's what
made as fast as possible.
As fast as possible, and as you don't want a boardroom of old white dudes in suits making movies. You want creatives making movies. Yeah,
Isn't it the
art.
same thing with the toy industry, though?
Yes, it is, Chad.
No,
yes.
I agree too, man.
It's like every motherfucker that worked at Toys R Us back in the day, and they were like, "Oh, I collect action figures. I love toys. You're gonna work in bikes."
Yeah,
because they don't want you near the stuff that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said Friday that they will continue to support a life cycle that starts in the movie theater for Warner Brothers movies, but he also commented that he doesn't think that long exclusive windows are consumer friendly. Bullshit. I love the movie theater experience. I really do. Yep. It's gone down in recent years. The prices have gotten crazy. The quality of the concessions has gone directly in the toilet. Even at the nice theaters, it's not good anymore. It's not like when 20 years ago. And it's just not.
40 minutes of fucking commercials, like
insufferable
commercials before movies.
Yeah.
Not even trailers, commercials.
Yeah, just commercials. They're awful.
Yeah.
The margins for movie theaters, even the big ones like AMC, Cinemark, the margins are narrow. Like they need to make their money in the first week or two of that movie's release.
And their power bills are insane, dude. Like, if you saw what, like, a movie theater's power bill is to run those projectors, dude, it's fucking ludicrous.
Yeah, all of it. Even the climate control alone would, like, break anyone.
Yeah, it's ludicrous, man.
Is that why my movie theater was so freaking cold last time we went? I swear the heat was not on. It was
they
freezing.
probably they're probably cost-cutting as much as possible, man.
It drove me nuts. I'm like, why did I pay $70
well,
before concessions to see Zootopia 2.
Well, think pre-pandemic. At least in my area, they were building movie theaters like motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic. Everywhere. Yeah. So, like, half of those buildings aren't even paid off, and they're just fucking Spirit of Halloweens or Spirit of Christmases now.
Yeah. Chairs are breaking, and they're not being repaired.
No.
It says, with the rise of streaming, and especially in the pandemic era, studios experimented with different theatrical windows for many years. A 90-day theatrical window was standard. Back in the day, Titanic, Phantom Menace, they were in theaters for like months, like 9 months, 12 months. Titanic was definitely in the theaters for over a year.
Oh, when they redid the Star Wars movies with the special editions, each one of those was in the theater for like a year.
The first Avatar was in the theater forever.
Yeah. Forever. But they got to make movies that people like want to get out of their fucking house and see.
Yeah,
right. They promise it, and then when you sit down and watch it, it's like a 4-year-old wrote it. You know what I mean? So like, they got to bring back good writing again. That's the problem. Like
that's right.
That's the problem with all of it. Like if you wrote a good thing, and put all your dumb money behind it, it would be amazing. But
we know where writing is going.
Fingers in pies. Yeah.
We know where writing is going.
Yeah.
Straight to Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Because they'll save money and not hire a writer. They'll have
movie's going to have GPT. A 6-finger Wild Bill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They say it's closer to a 45-day and often a film-by-film decision as far as a theater run, which I swear Superman was... What did Superman even make it 45-day? I think we saw it in the theaters, and then I felt like I had it like
it was
on
fast.
Digital 2 or 3 weeks later. It was maybe that was 45 days. It was fast.
I mean, look at Tron Ares. That shit's on like fucking. You could buy that shit on digital right now.
Well, they look at that week 2 drop off, and then they're like,
it's catastrophic now, and that's because word of mouth is gone. Because when you see a Predator running around with a robot and a little seal buddy and it's a Disney movie, there's no word of mouth,
now, did that one bomb?
Yes, it fell off a fucking cliff.
Oh, that's too bad. I love that movie. Me and my kid had such a good time. We went to the theater. That movie was fun.
I'll see it when it's on streaming, but
it just sucks it bombs.
And that right there is why a lot of people don't go to theaters now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because they know, like, I'll just watch it from the comfort of my own home, whatever.
It's
But
gonna-
it's also
I
these
know it's going
studios.
to displease me. Like they Disney-fied Alien. Of course, they're going to do it to Predators. So now
Well, they
it's
don't
not
even know what a
worth it for me to
predator is.
go.
They gave him like shaved sides. It's like,
no,
that-
they
that's
reversed
not
his hair. They gave
That's
him a
not hair.
Hakamo.
It's
They gave him
not
a Hakamo. They're supposed to be bald on top, dreads around the sides, not hair in the middle, shaved on the sides. He looks like Jar Jar Binks. He's Jar Jar Binks colored. I can't. Yeah, I couldn't give him
Is the people gonna die?
so bad.
That was
That
good,
was
Chad.
good, Chad. Holy shit, Jinx.
He had to.
You guys have
like,
never heard my Jar Jar?
That's a good
You
one.
need to do the whole rest of the show like that.
All right, go ahead, Bobby. I know you're waiting to say something about it.
I mean, there was a bunch of things. First is like, it's kind of the studio's fault. They're putting stuff on streaming too quickly. So
Yes.
us as a society,
Yep.
we're not bright. So they're just like, oh, it's going to be on streaming in 2 weeks. I'll just wait, which is why you have that severe drop off.
Yeah.
So if they waited, do you remember when episode 1 left the theater and then came to VHS? Movies took forever to get to VHS or DVD. Forever.
Yep.
So now it's like people can wait. It's like, yeah, I'll wait. Like, fuck, I wasn't going to spend the money on Superman. I was like, yeah, I watched it on streaming. And same thing with Fantastic Four. But it's like, because it came so fast.
And
Now,
the quality movies
what
went
she
down
said.
so
The
much
the
in the
quality
past 10
movies, it's-
years that people were
Yeah.
like, I'm not paying. Like I just said, I saw Zootopia 2, which the movie wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually quite good. But I spent $70 just for 3 people.
Well, that's the thing. It's like me and my wife were like, we want to go to the movies, but we're like, if it's not something we're like so psyched to see, it's not worth the money. We can go out to a nice dinner or sit home and watch something on Netflix and not spend that money. But I was thinking about I was like, shit, what was the last movie I saw in the theater? And I think it was Dune 2. Because I just have not cared or looked forward to anything. Nothing excites me anymore. Probably before Dune 2 was probably like The Batman.
When was the last time any of us went to the movie to see a comedy?
Well,
No, they
yeah.
just don't make them.
Yeah.
They don't even.
Well, and I
don't
was
make 'em.
talking with I think I was talking to Jordan about this not that long ago, or somebody, and I was like, look, I'm not saying they have to say the F word or the R word in comedies anymore, but I was watching a comedy and they dropped like both of them like back to back, and I'm like, ooh, you can't say that anymore. But it's also like people
3
aren't
or
writing
4
those
letter
comedies.
F word.
People aren't writing the hangover comedies anymore.
No.
And I'm like, when did we become pussies as a society that we can't be funny anymore?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
like,
talking about Tropic Thunder with a friend this morning, and I was like, they will never make a movie like that ever.
Never.
yep.
Is that like the last great movie theater comedy? Was it Tropic Thunder? I
The
mean,
Hangover was amazing. The first Hangover
yeah,
was
The Hangover
amazing.
was good. Yeah.
But yeah, you're never going to see that level of rated R raunchy comedy anymore, which is unfortunate. So yeah, the quality went down because Hollywood catered to the pussy snowflake side of society. Luckily, what?
Reziaki, the R word is retarded. Retard or retarded.
Retard.
I'm taking that back.
retard.
Yeah, we've taken the R word back.
Yes.
Like we can say a retard again.
Yes.
You know.
I took the F word back a long time ago.
The
We're
F
talking
word?
about the 3-letter one, right? Not the 4.
The 3-letter
Fag?
one.
Okay, yeah.
I was watching Old School the other day. Remember when the taxi driver?
Yep.
He's like, the guy in the back seat, he's like, the seatbelt's broken. What do you suggest I do? The taxi driver turns around. I suggest you stop being such a faggot.
Yeah. But it's like you hear it. Like the movie I saw, I want to say it was Matt Damon that dropped it. And I was like, ooh, Matt Damon would never say the F word nowadays. And I was like, it's so like crazy how things changed. But kind of going back to the theater thing, like I know everyone's like, oh my God, we're not gonna have movie theaters anymore. It's like, okay, it's one movie studio. Like, let's not all freak out. It's not ending movie theater movies. 2, You know, these deals, like the Fox Marvel deal, took forever.
Yeah.
These deal, it's not like they're announcing it and then tomorrow they're gonna buy it. Like it's not like they're not gonna own it for, like that article said, 12 to 18 months.
Was that happening when you were still at Hasbro? I think it was, or
Yeah.
right after.
Or
Well,
I
look at
think
Disney
it-
Lucasfilm.
like-
that was 2 years.
it like just happened, but it was like forever. Like
Yeah,
forever
it took a
before you
while.
start activating on anything. So I don't think everyone needs to panic. You know, there's gonna be plenty of movies from Warner Bros. that comes out within the next 18 months. You know, I read an interesting article. It was talking about Christopher Nolan and James Cameron. Now, Christopher Nolan is the president of the Directors Guild Association. Christopher Nolan also had a falling out with Warner Brothers over Tenet during the pandemic.
Yep, I remember that.
He is a firm believer on movies in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure
film.
Warner Brothers
Film, not digital,
and
too.
film.
Christopher Nolan, I'm sure Warner Brothers is kicking themselves for getting rid of or for having Christopher Nolan walk away. Look at what he did since then. Oppenheimer, you know, won Oscars. Like, you know, they're probably like, oh shit, he's probably a guy. He's the president of the Directors Guild. He's probably a guy you want to listen to. Secondly, the James Cameron part, it's like he makes movies. The Avatar movies are not meant to be watched at home. They're meant to be watched in the movie. So, you know, when Avatar 1 came out, everyone's like, oh my God, movies are going to go in this direction, this 3D epic in your face kind of thing. And they kind of didn't. They tried it. People were rushing it. Then no one built it the way he built it. Then Avatar 2 comes out 20 years later, makes $1 billion now, or almost $2 billion. Now the third one's coming out this month. And it's like, he's very much like the movies I make are meant to be seen on a movie theater screen.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan films in IMAX. Zack Snyder, the way he does his movies, you know, they should be seen big. So Netflix they won't walk away from the movie theater experience, but it's going to be that it's the shorter run because society's trained that way.
But will the shorter run? I think the shorter run will kill theaters because their margins are so slim.
It will, but again, it has to be a collective group for everyone to say, "Hey, stop putting stuff on streaming." But no one's going to do that because, like, well, I got to make that money.
Yeah, they want to rush.
Yeah.
When
I mean,
the movie industry
here's-
did to itself what the music industry did to itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they're eating their own faces.
Well, once you get rid of physical media, that was what propped everything up.
Yeah.
Because of pre-sales to retailers.
A lot of
when
movies
it's
got
shipped-
sequels based off of like home video sales.
Absolutely.
And now
there
it's
were
just like,
tons of
fuck it,
movies.
just send it to streaming. It's like,
Streaming.
you know, everybody's talking about Star Wars and this and that. And like the whole reason why you fought to get your movie in that summer tentpole kind of time frame, because if you put your movie out in May or June, then your VHS or your DVD came out by Christmas. And now it's like that whole system is just fucking collapsed.
Yeah.
And without that, and with this merger, dude, your price of streaming has to go up. It's going to go significantly.
100%. You don't pay $87 billion for something and not increase your prices.
Right. So,
shit
like if they merge, let's say Netflix and HBO Max, I wouldn't be surprised if it nears $50 a month.
Oh yeah, they're gonna cap you for 50 with all the IP that they will own collectively.
Fucking
Yeah,
Harry
they're-
Potter
they're-
alone, they're gonna fleece you.
Yeah, shit, and like
Lord of the
DC,
Rings.
Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, DC.
Mhm.
All that.
Yeah, I'm just afraid for DC Comics because I saw what they did with Millar. So like, I think because they don't make money, comics don't make money because they do not show you sales numbers anymore. And when an industry doesn't show sales numbers anymore, it's catastrophic. Like
Hasbro.
comics are on the edge of death mainly, like Marvel and DC.
And this is uncharted territory for Netflix. Netflix doesn't know comics. They don't produce comics, so they don't
care.
Know.
They are going to. So yeah, let's talk about the comics. I think they're going to cut DC publishing completely. And Shane Davis has done videos about this, and other people that have worked in comics have done videos.
License.
Yeah,
There's going to be a creator who licenses Batman.
But
you're probably going to see DC Comics being made by Boom, IDW, and they're going to get shittier.
But they're going to get shittier. But also, the licensing fee alone, you think someone like Boom or IDW can absorb? If comics are already in the shitter, you really think a Boom or an IDW can absorb the shit, industry that it is with a royalty on top of it? They're never going to survive.
No. Could you imagine what a Batman license would cost?
Oh my God.
I don't know how they're going to do it, because they're going to look at the numbers when they walk into DC and they're going to be like, how do we even, like, we are losing fucking money like mad on all this shit.
Yeah. It's like I'm giving you money just to destroy my business.
Yeah. And I mean, Jim Lee was supposed to like save us this year with Hush 2, and the motherfucker couldn't finish it. And then DC was like, we have to launch this Batman #1. So Hush didn't end. They launched the Batman #1, and now they're trickling out like the last handful of issues of Jim Lee hacking it out too. His art is fucking hacked out.
And Jim Lee and Batman's
that's
like
too
fucking
bad.
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
That's JimLee was one of my favorite artists.
And you
as a
could
kid,
tell,
man.
you could tell Jeff Loeb hasn't written a comic in fucking years, because it isn't even written yet, man. It's a shame.
He was old when they were doing Hush 1.
Yes,
and
exactly.
That was 20 fucking years ago.
Exactly. That's like Straczynski. When you see him on a comic, he's fucking ancient, man. Yeah. So,
and it's like Jim Lee. Jim Lee's probably close to 60 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, of course their shit's gonna drop off.
It happens to them all. Like,
it's
the only one that
unfortunate,
didn't was John Romita. Like, that guy drew the same forever. So, but other than that, like, look at John Romita Jr. He started off super dynamic, awesome, and then all the shading just started disappearing, and now
look how fucking terrible Frank Miller got.
Oh, Mike Miller's the worst. He shouldn't be allowed to do covers.
I feel like Frank Miller's just trolling him, dude. It's so bad.
Oh, he is. He is drawing those on cocktail napkins.
Funny story. When I was at the Kubert School, one of my teachers, his wife was the editor on Dark Knight Strikes Again. And he was telling us when they got pages in from Frank Miller.
Oh, they had to be shitting.
It was on newsprint. Like newsprint paper. Like that's how much he didn't give any fucks about that book. Like
that's when he drew like the dick outline on Superman's freaking trunks, right? This Strikes Again, that one. It's so bad.
He's a multimedia guy. If you look at his original art pages, there will literally be glued panels on where he fucked up the drawings or changed it. Like all Frank Miller pages look like that. They're all Frankenstein. So, and then he used to use what the fuck's that tape that they used to use for shading?
Zipatone.
Like, yes, he used to use that like a motherfucker on everything. So if you look at original pages, it's stuck all over the place. You turn the pages over, they're stuck all over the back, like coffee mug stains on shit. Like he was heavy in the drugs, dude. Like crazy in the drugs. So
you have to be to draw like that.
Well, that's why he turned into a skeleton and almost died. Like that's when, like after the Spirit, he looked okay. And then a year later, he looked 100 years older and he looked like he was almost dead.
78. Our friend 78 Points of Articulation says the Absolute line, Absolute Batman, is the best thing to happen for DC in years. Simple. Let creative run shit.
It's good. It is good for what it is. And the sales numbers are actually pretty good on all of it. So,
but you have to let creatives run shit. You don't want the boardroom interfering. I mean, that's what has been, I think, Warner Brothers' biggest problem with DC.
That's
DC
any
movies
company now. It's just it's all corporate owned, so there's no you can't be an artist in a corporate company anymore. That doesn't exist. Like everything boils down to how much it costs and how much we're gonna make.
Here's another spin on that. So Absolute Batman is the blah 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 blah. Look at Arkham. Right, like the Batman Arkham verse. Arkham City is heralded as the pinnacle of video game, comic book, whatever. I know a lot of people want to argue Spider-Man too, but look what they did with Arkham. Fast forward from Arkham City to Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, and that was all Warner decisions. It's got to be a live service. It's got to be this because we want that live service money. Like EA and blah 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 and all these fucking. And they just tanked. everything Arkham related after that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the gameplay of the Arkham game, or not the Arkham game, but the Suicide Squad game you just mentioned, Kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
But I know that you don't have Captain Boomerang shoot Batman in the head and kill him and then piss on him. I know you don't do that. You
and
never
that was
do that.
Kevin Conroy's last fucking role.
Right.
Too.
What
How
a disgrace.
Insulting.
And they unceremoniously shot him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
Not to mention Harley shoots him with a revolver, and then you hear the shell hit the ground. I'm like, that's not how a revolver works. But that's not the point, right? That's not the point.
Oh,
Still
Harley shot him. Okay.
All it would they were pissing on the Flash, but still, it's all those bad decisions, right? It's all under the same umbrella of this is. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. If we're talking about HASS Labs and weird decisions, and why don't you make everything like a pre-order window and things like that? It's because all of these industries, they don't have creatives running them. They have like these weird Ivy League executive types. The only thing that they don't know playability. They don't even know what the word toyetic means. They don't know anything about like letting creatives be creative. Like, let your Christopher Nolan go do Christopher Nolan. My argument is that Christopher Nolan fucked DC over. And I will argue that with anybody. But
hot take.
Well, yeah, of course he did. But at the end of the day, when you have nothing but executives running these companies, like look at what happened with Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy. She is no George Lucas. She is not.
She's
Lucas
not a creative at all.
No, she's not a creative. She used to get fucking Spielberg's coffee, and she fucking ruined Lucasfilm. You take the largest IP ever, and you turned it into dog shit.
It was like, bulletproof. It was bulletproof.
It was.
Yep.
It was. But that's the same thing. Batman should be bulletproof. Superman should be bulletproof. Spider-Man, like all this stuff. And then, but again, it's all just becoming big conglomerates. We're all turning into Demolition Man, and we can all go eat at Taco Bell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shells.
It's going to be like either you're going to watch Disney entertainment or you're going to watch Netflix entertainment. And that's all it's going to fucking be.
Exactly.
And that's not the way it should be because, like we were saying.
And then Paramount Plus is over there like, hey, guys, remember us?
Please, we make Star Trek. It's awesome. I swear to God.
We still got Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, my man. Paramount Plus is Taylor Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan's making some of the greatest content on the planet right now.
I don't know.
Is that Yellowstone or something?
Yeah, Yellowstone. He does Landman. He does.
I haven't seen that yet.
Fair enough.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's very good stuff. I mean, look, we've been very, very visceral about the this deal, but I kind of want to talk about the good points of this. Like,
yes,
I think a lot of people are missing. Like, hey, what is Netflix in the business of? Creating fucking content.
But first, before we get. Listen, I got to, Bobby. I got to run a show here.
Here it comes.
Yep. Wake me up when you're done.
Brian Driscoll, member for 27 months, says, I enjoy going to the movies, but there hasn't been a movie worth paying those prices for. A movie worth paying those prices in years. I would not necessarily argue with that. I mean,
some independent stuff. Like Nosferatu, when I went and saw it, at least I was seeing like something that didn't have fucking a superhero in it, and it was
right.
Had like a decent story and beautiful photography. So it's few and far between.
The chat's gonna be so mad at me for not letting Bobby cook, but I have to get to this. And then Bobby is gonna cook. He's gonna souffle.
I'm not even gonna get to my point.
He's gonna bake. He's gonna knead some dough.
You ruined it.
Justin Booth with the $5. He says, too many remakes, reboots, poorly done sequels, and not enough original ideas. How about that?
100%.
Hashtag it's still a gay predator.
Yes, I love that. He's never gonna let that go. I love it.
Chad, is that T-shirt on your fourth wall?
Yay!
I need that
it was
T-shirt.
A gift. It was a gift. And I wear it proudly all the time.
That's awesome.
That is rad.
Well, we need to put an asterisk on the bottom of that shirt that says certain independent toy.
Well, yeah, of course.
Only ones that Bobby approves of.
Which
Look, I
should be
finally
the
got a
only,
company's 6-inch figures the other day. Bobby, you and I talked about this on the phone just yesterday. And I took that box and I chucked it in that, everybody has that one corner in their room where it's just like a pile of shit. And that's where that box sits. And I will probably never fucking open it. Do it.
Shout out to Bro Guy Toy Reviews for sending in 10 3POA podcast memberships. Bro Guy Toy Reviews, thank you so much for 10 3POA podcast memberships. Let's see who got those. We got B. Rivera, 3719, Gun Bunny Customs, Only Awesome Action Figures, Cutthroat Comics, Billy Boys Toys, 1978, 78 points of articulation. Boo Cat, 69, Same Time Toys, Super Joe 7, and John Battle, 57, 96. Welcome to channel membership. Thanks to Bro Guy Toys, Bobby Vala, moving boxes, opening packs, sorting parts, in a white t-shirt, in the office, at Valaverse HQ. Thank you, everyone, for watching the 3POA podcast. Sorry.
Actually, I was going through my box of Power of the Force.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I bought
Panaka.
Yeah, Captain Panaka.
I had to look at the listing because I bought it on a Facebook group. I
love doing that.
239 carded Power of the Force and Episode 1 figures for $2.
For how much?
$2 a piece.
Boom. Nice.
Got some
Let me know who you're missing. I have buckets and buckets of that.
Awesome, because I think I'm definitely missing a few, but there's a lot here, a lot of variants.
And I might be able to half that price. I have so much of it.
Ooh, I love
You should not think you suck greater than the Googans. Thank you, Bro Guy Toy Reviews, all new channel members and current channel members. Stay tuned for the after show. All right, Brian.
Doing terrible things to me.
All right, Bobby. Bobby, you were talking about the positive side of the Netflix merger.
You want to go back to me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, before I was so rudely fucking interrupted by some bullshit. Netflix is in the business of making content. They don't want to have, the July 4th movie, the Christmas movie. They want content all day, every day. So this is great for us, especially like me and Chad, big DC fans. But because now I'm not saying this because I love the Snyderverse or anything like that. I'm saying this opens the door for multiple universes. Now, I hope Netflix is like, James Gunn, your shit fucking sucks. You're fired. I really hope.
I agree. I agree.
But it also says, hey, let's do more. The Batman universe and the Snyderverse and this gun thing, and let's bring back this and let's bring back that. You're going to have 10 different Batman, which is pretty fucking awesome. So, because then it's going to be a little something for everyone. If I don't like James Gunn, that's not the only Superman for me. I can get other stuff. Now, you're not going to get the band back together. You're not going to get, a Justice League Part 2 and 3. You'll get this animated thing they're kind of teasing. But it also allows for just so much more content. You could put stuff on there that studios would never think of doing because they're just like, well, we need to make our money back. Make content. That's what they're going to be doing. Get cooks in the kitchen, make whatever. So it's going to be an abundance of new stuff in addition to the extensive library. It's I have all of the streams. I have HBO, I have Paramount, I have Disney, I have Netflix. But it'd be really nice to just go to Netflix and I can pick Harry Potter's, I can pick Lord of the Rings, I can do this, I could do that. So I'm excited for the possibilities that if anyone was going to foster content, it is Netflix. if this went,
but is the content going to be bullshit?
well,
that's my problem.
You know, but listen, not all Netflix like and I know it's different because it's not. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Netflix documentaries, the true crime stuff. I think is fantastic. The Extraction stuff, like Chad said, is phenomenal. I'm trying to think what else Netflix has done that I'm a huge fan of. I know there's a lot. I just couldn't remember at the time. No, I know people are gonna be like, oh, you know, there's the Rebel Moon stuff. That's why Snyder sucks. It's like, yeah, I like Zack Snyder, and that shit fucking sucked. But not everyone hits home runs, man. Not everyone. Listen, there's some directors that have made dog shit. And then, like, look at Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie makes amazing movies. Every now and then he makes some dog shit movies.
Yes,
he bounces back and makes something awesome.
Yep.
Just because a guy makes dog shit doesn't mean he's dog shit. Like, unless you're Frank Miller. But it's like, you know, just give the guys stuff to make, and they'll make good stuff. You know, again, it's like you mend that bridge with Christopher Nolan. It's like that guy makes gold, but I don't see that happening. So yeah, I think we, you know, it's going to take, again, it's going to be, they probably can't start working on new content until the deal is done. So obviously you're not going to put any money towards projects. So we're not going to see new content for 2 years.
At least.
So, you know, it's going to be, you know, exciting for us to speculate and see what's coming and what they announce and this and that. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm okay with it. You know, yeah, the monopoly, people are like, oh, the monopoly, this and that. It's like, look, if it wasn't Netflix that's going to be controlling this, it's going to be some other studio. Like studios nowadays, they fuck everything up. So it's like, it's not until they start putting out shit that they're like, oh shit, like Marvel's like, oh man, we fucking suck. Let's bring back the shit that worked because we can't figure out anything else. But again, it's, you know, I have high hopes for what's coming out. But again, studios are going to studio. Like there's never going to be a studio that lets you have free reign, unless, like I was the example I give about Paramount Plus. For those of you guys that watch the Taylor Sheridan stuff, everything the guy makes is gold. I mean, a lot of it's the same genre type stuff, but it's fucking awesome. And you know, he has always done stuff that only he creates. But now he is tied to this Call of Duty movie. And I'm like, oh, shit. So that's really interesting. But Paramount let a guy like him do his own thing. Also, Warner Brothers, look at what they did when they let Christopher Nolan do his own thing. It's only in some instances where, you know, people kind of meddled and fucked shit up in a big way. Marvel and DC are two big instances, but they're also they were building universes. You don't see a lot of these other studios and streaming services doing these big universes that they can meddle in and fuck up.
They've
really
definitely tried.
They all tried. Even the fucking...
That's why I said studios are going to studio.
Warner Brothers is notorious.
Whether it's Netflix or Disney or whatever, who cares if there's a monopoly and someone's... It's like, it's going to be...
Because competition breeds...
But it's not like there's no competition. Like I just said, yes, you have...
There's going to be a lot less.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's going to be a lot less.
It's not like it's non-existent. Like
who's left? It's Warner Brothers, Paramount,
Legendary.
Disney. Wait, Legendary does
the Dune movies.
They're under Warner Brothers, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I guess
they're self-financed, and then they have deals with.
Yeah, it's the distribution.
So they
the distribution.
Yeah, so, they put up the money for all their shit, and then
a lot of that started with the Batman trilogy.
Yeah. So I think there's still enough to keep competition fresh. I'm feeling very positive about the merger.
Well, Snyder fan. We got two Snyder fans here. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, do you think they're going to bring back Zack Snyder and let him do? And if they do let him do more DC stuff, will it be straight to Netflix? I think it would be, because I don't think they're going to have James Gunn movies and Snyder movies going to theaters at the same time.
Well, here's one thing, like right off the bat. So one, we all touched on the fact that, and I gotta go let my dogs in, but we all touched on the fact that Warner Brothers is notorious for meddling, right? Like they will fucking destroy their own movies because it's all like, a camel's a horse built by a committee. And so that's what Warner Brothers does. That's Superman. And I hate to say this because this is how they always speak. Man of Steel underperformed. BVS underperformed at almost $1 billion. The second movie underperformed.
I'll take that underperforming all day, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But they say everything underperforms except for Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Why? Because they crossed $1 billion, right? But they say everything else underperforms. Now they're saying this new Superman underperformed, right? So Gunn's only got 3 things under his belt. He's got Creature Commandos, which people shit all over. Peacemaker season 2, which was disgusting. It was a fucking
unwatchable.
Joke.
I watched
it was
one episode.
Fucking horrible.
Dumb.
And then the Superman movie, which it did okay, right? But like when people start really breaking it down, ticket sales, like gross and all that stuff, it did well, but they're saying it underperformed. And compared to Man of Steel, it didn't do shit. So that's not even adjusted for inflation.
Now, is that because of the quality of the movies, or is it because of the atmosphere of movie theaters and
maybe? But ticket sales and like dollars, it didn't compare to Man of Steel. I'm not making this a Gunn versus Snyder thing. I'm just saying, like, when you look at hard numbers and the fact that Warner Brothers meddles, don't be surprised if they overreact. That's all I'm saying, and I'll be right back.
For me, and I have my own thoughts about the Snyderverse. I'm not a huge fan. I like parts. I like mostly scenes, and I like Man of Steel. Not my definitive Justice League or DC characters at all, but I enjoy parts for what it is. I just wish they would let Snyder finish that Justice League arc. I want to see Darkseid. I want to see that whole Injustice thing that he was doing, because it really paralleled the Injustice story, not with the Joker and stuff, but with Superman turning bad and all that. I wanted to see Edgelord Justice League. Just finish it, and then give me what I want, which is Christopher Reeve style stuff.
Now, here's a very interesting hot take. Now, I am no supporter of AI, so this hot take is going to be, you're going to be like, well, how are you going to say you don't like AI? But my thing is, by the time Snyder could say, they were like, yes, we want Snyder to do 2 more Justice Leagues. At this point, Ben Affleck's in his 50s. Like, people are going to be so far removed that's why, like, they can never do those movies.
No, once he's in the suit, it doesn't matter.
So listen, just hear me out.
Okay.
I don't like the animation route because you always lose something with animation.
Yeah.
But like deep fake AI is getting so good. Now all the actors are kind of against this. And they want to like get to the point where you can't use AI to create movies. But also, if I were a Ben Affleck and I'm like, look, I'm exhausted, I don't want to do it anymore, but I get people want it done, and I don't want to rob them of that, I would say yes, do AI Ben Affleck and get the movies done. Like, get everyone to agree to that, because that's the only way you're going to get the last 2 Justice Leagues done, is if everyone agrees. Like, yes, maybe some people will want it filmed. Like Gal Gadot's like, yeah, I'll act in it again, schedule barring, whatever. But say Henry Cavill's like, no, man, I'm so burned by it or whatever. I'm busy with my schedule. But it's like, hey, yeah, put me in the movie digitally. Like, I think there's something to that. Like, that's where, like, the one stream where I'd be like, okay, going down the AI route. Like, Luke, like, that's why, like, the Luke in Mandalorian, I know some people hated it. It's very polarizing. I fucking loved it. I gushed like a fanboy over it.
Yeah, I did too.
So, and it's like, okay, so then you put him in Ahsoka. Bro, you should have made a whole fucking series. Like, you dropped the ball on that. Everyone, that was the best thing about the fucking Mandalorian series, and you dropped the ball on it. It's just like, give me that. Well, give me the digital, the AI, get the actors to agree to say, yes, only if I agree you can put me in this movie. Think if you were an actor and you can only film when your schedule permits, and you're like, oh, I can't do this role because of this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, I'll only take a quarter of my rate. Put me in that movie digitally. Because if you have to choose between Henry Cavill's like, well, I'm gonna do this drama over here for my acting chops, but I'd really love to be a part of this Justice League project. It's like, oh, well, I'm gonna actually go act over here, but then they can digitally put me in Superman over here, and then everyone's happy. Hot take, though.
Well, honestly, I think in a couple of years, me and Toy Gaines talked about this. You're just gonna have AI where you're like, you briefly tell it what fucking movie you want to see, and it's just going to make it for you.
Yep.
And I think the whole industry is just going to be gone, and you're just going to, I want to make a Batman movie I want to watch. $5.
Well, nobody wants to deal with all these pretentious bullshit fucking writers and all their agendas. Everybody's got a fucking agenda. Yes. And that's why they screwed up with Digital Luke, is because they had to take the Heir to the Empire trilogy and fucking give it to Ahsoka. Because agendas,
oh, God,
right?
And
one thing I will give AI doesn't do agendas. Even though, like, I am staunchly against AI. Like, I love all you guys, but I will never even use AI for a thumbnail. Fuck that. But AI doesn't do agendas. It just does what you tell it to.
It does, yeah. AI will do agendas if you tell it to. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think. I think people are, maybe I'm wrong. I think people are overstating what AI is going to do, and the bottleneck is going to be with power and how they can scale their actual brick and mortar freaking AI factories. Like,
I was talking to somebody about AI the other day, and if you look at the standard open AI failure rate and how much it lies, it's at 40%.
Yeah.
So basically, half the info, if you're like a YouTuber who's like, oh, I can't write my own scripts, and you go and have AI write you a script, 40% of that motherfucker is going to be wrong, dude, and you're going to look like a dickhead because the failure rate is almost at 50%. So half the time it's lying to you to appease to you.
Well, I took a screenshot of that AI description of the original 13 of G.I. Joe, and it was dog shit.
Jerk, that exact thing happened to me. Early AI. If you guys go back in the 3POA timeline and look for the first trivia night between Bobby and Tony.
Yeah.
I had AI, and it was early AI. It was brand new. I had AI write trivia questions about toys. And most of them were freaking, they couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, and it still is. And it
still is, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to adapt to the things that you want, because I use it for things. And I was trying to get it to do something that I normally get it to do, and it ran me around in a circle saying it couldn't do it until I actually had to ask it, did something change, and why didn't you tell me? And it was like, oh, yeah, it changed like 3 days ago, and we did this, this, and this. And it's like, oh, so you were lying to me for an hour to keep me looping. So, yeah, it's bullshit. Like, the AI you see right now is just bullshit.
Yeah. So I missed it a few minutes ago during Bobby's rant, but we did hit 600 people watching.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we hit 600 for a few minutes, so thank you guys. Hit that like button, please. And if you're new, I got to ask you, you got to subscribe. Thank you so much.
Fuck yeah. I like that. Is that new in StreamYard? I keep seeing that little fucker pop up.
No, it's been there for a while. I just started using it. Yeah, but let's go to the chat for a minute, because we got Stride in here. He says, "Guys, the government needs to approve of the sale first." That's right. Yeah, we mentioned that this could be like a whole antitrust thing, and it could fall through.
Yeah, but whereas we thought the Disney Fox merger would never happen, this one's probably going to happen.
Right. East Coast Cody says the pandemic almost killed theaters because after it was over, we were used to getting everything at home. That's right.
It pretty much is already dead. It's like been limping for a couple of years until it finds its place to die. So,
and listen, the American consumer is going to take the path of least resistance.
Everybody wants everything now. That's always how
you want it now. You don't want to leave your house. You don't want to put pants on.
Yeah,
we have gigantic TVs and amazing sound systems in our homes now. Why do we want to pay $70 to see Zootopia 2 last Black Friday?
Yeah, especially with some mouthy a-hole behind you kicking your seat and shit. Like,
if I have to pee, I don't have to miss any part of the movie. I just pause it.
Exactly, and that's my thing. It's like,
unless you bring an empty bottle,
then I miss half the movie. You know what I mean? Like trying to wait in line to get in there, all that fucking shit.
Ace is here still. He says movies are meant to be first watched in the cinemas, and I'll be the first to say I love the movie experience.
I used to love it. I used to love it. Now I don't. I don't. I hate fucking commercials, and I hate them even worse when I can't get rid of them, and they're 10 times bigger than on my little computer screen. Like,
go away.
Nothing drives me mad more. And then they fuck with the movie time.
Yeah.
So you don't actually know when the movie's going to start because they play those fucking stupid commercials so long.
That's all part of the enshittification of everything right there. Like everything is being ruined. Like go on YouTube and look up why does like the restaurant experience suck now everywhere? Like every restaurant sucks.
Oh, I love it. They all buy the food from Cisco. So everything you buy from everywhere is from Cisco.
Yeah.
So
it's all trash.
The fucking, like mozzarella sticks you like at whatever is the same at the other fucking place. So
and it all goes back to CNN and the 24-hour news cycle. Like that's when news became media, and it was all about keeping people watching your channel for ratings. It wasn't about news. It was like, what kind of bullshit can we spin? Like Anchorman 2, they put kind of a comedy spin on it.
Oh yeah,
it applies. It fucking applies.
Ace continues, the experience of watching it in theaters will be forever etched in your memory, and if you watch it at home, you will never get that feeling. And you couldn't have said it better, man.
I agree, 100% agree.
Absolutely.
I will never forget the first time I saw Batman '89 say what you want about them now. The Star Wars special editions were huge for me. My dad let me cut school, and he took me to the theater to see A New Hope for the first. I was born '81. He took me to the theater for the first time to see A New Hope, and I'll never forget it. The theater let toy nerds set up tables in the lobby, and you could go through and buy vintage Star Wars toys right before you went and saw A New Hope in the theater. Yeah, it was awesome. That stuff will never be repeated from Netflix.
The fact of sitting down in 1997 and the screen goes dark and that Lucasfilm logo. And everybody, like I have them now just talking about it. Like I have the goosebumps. Just no one will forget that. And I and a lot of people who are here with us tonight saw all of those, 77 to 80, 83, saw them in the theaters, but to see them like grown up as adults and what those movies meant to us, to see it again in the theater, there's no other experience like it.
I mean, I remember the first time I watched, the Star Wars with my kid, but it pales in comparison to the first time I took him to the theater to see Return of the Jedi, which was just like 2 years ago.
So good.
And he was 12, 13. He loved it. And it was like this whole experience. You can't repeat that through a streaming service at home. You just can't.
We just went and saw the anniversary of Jaws, and it was so good.
It is so good, man. That new print looks amazing, dude. It looks amazing.
And in the theater, you're like, oh, this is so good.
Grizzly Nightmare 8011 says, I am buying all my favorite movies and shows on physical media.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should be doing that.
Yeah.
Do not let physical media die. Keep buying it.
Even if you go to a pawn shop and buy dollar, just go get them, man, because it's yours forever and they'll never change it. Or a music license will never go up. Like I heard Guardians of the Galaxy on fucking Disney Plus, all the music's different now because they lost all the fucking music rights. So now when you watch Guardian, you don't get that classic music anymore. I heard they put generic music in it. I heard that. I don't care. So
I mean, listen, if everyone keeps buying physical media, like they won't stop making it because they're getting the money for it.
Well, they're also starting to realize that they broke their big money maker and they're trying to bring it back. Okay. Like my new distributor carries all the 4K movies and they are doing the best, like for retailer prices I've ever seen on movies, like ever. Your spread on what you make on a fucking 4K is really nice. Like, and back in the day, like you'd make $2 off a movie. Now you can make like $15 to $12 off a movie at suggested retail. So they're trying.
It costs a few pennies to make a CD of something, a DVD, or I mean, it's cheap.
Yeah,
but then they make like the Steelbook thing, and we as collectors get that. We want to collect.
Well, right? And they fix the negatives if they're old movies. They go back through They clean them up. They present them the way the fucking director wanted. They recolor grade them sometimes. Like, you know, there's special things, you know, on DVD only. Like, you know, like a lot of the times you won't find like all the comedies we talked about. Like, good luck finding the unrated versions of any of those movies on any streaming platform. They'll just be the standard DVD release. Like, I guarantee the version of Tropic Thunder that's free is not the director's cut. You know
or to
what I
be
mean?
splashed without Daryl Hannah's cheeks in it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Or they'll just be like, "Oh, we smudged out her tits." That, you know, now you see them because it's high definition.
Yeah, and that's
Forget
like
that.
the people who are trying to cancel Blazing Saddles. Like, if you own Blazing Saddles on DVD or VHS, then you'd be like, get back.
Fuck, that movie is
the greatest comedy of all time.
Yes, greatest. And Richard Pryor should have been in that, man.
That would have
role
been
was
great.
his.
Love Pryor.
That role is his. He even helped write that fucking movie. Man.
He did. A World Made of Cardboard, John. He says, I lived before we could collect physical media. If you missed the movie in the theater, you had to wait until it might be released again or came on TV. Even in the 80s and 90s, that was minimum a year. Minimum.
I remember, like, when my fucking uncle got a Betamax. It was like the greatest thing ever. We were like... And the thing was like the size of a fucking ice.
Oh, yeah. The first time I saw Star Wars on Laserdisc, I was like, what is this?
Yeah. 78 points says Absolute, meaning the Absolute DC, Batman, and Superman and stuff. Absolute has made many stores profitable.
Yeah.
Mark Miller has a great annual stream with many retailers to see how things are going. I've seen that before. Yeah.
And not even that. Just his straight up podcast is awesome. He talks to the best creators. He's the most grounded creator who knows how to make money. And his universe that he built on his own is fucking amazing. And when he started it, he got all the best fucking artists he could. He got J.G. Jones. He got Steve McNiven. He got all these people to launch his books. He's a fucking genius, man.
And you're not going to see anything from him try to push you in one direction politically.
Never.
Like he knows story and he cares about story.
He's all fun.
No
man.
agenda.
Like,
yes.
It's all fun. Like when you pick up one of his books, it's like, oh, it's a breath of fresh air. It's so
That's
good.
a rarity these days.
Every book he writes, every one of them's good.
I can't believe Nemesis was never made into a show.
Carnahan's trying to make it into a movie. He owns
because I'm like
rights,
dude. I would love to do a Nemesis figure,
dude.
Like,
you would be my hero among heroes. That is my absolute favorite comic book.
It's so good.
Go after it.
If you haven't caught up, catch up on it because there's a part 2, a part 3, and a huge Millar crossover.
They did more.
Oh yeah, and dude, it's so good. Like,
but he didn't get McNiven back because McNiven.
No, he didn't. But the artists he got are fantastic, and like,
oh, well, I'll have to check out the other part.
Solid. Go get them.
I might want to look into like seeing if I can. The thing with comic creators, they're very hard to like get in touch with to get licensed stuff for. For instance, like say I wanted to do Danger Girl or Wildsiders from J. Scott Campbell. It's like, good luck getting fucking, because he doesn't have a licensing department, kind of like, like a Paramount or Nickelodeon does or something like that. So it's just like, it sucks because I'd love to do a Nemesis figure, but how the fuck am I going to get in touch with Mark Millar?
Bobby,
you'd be shocked. He's actually on social media like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he's talked with Michael from Retro Blasting on Twitter, like back and forth before.
Oh, really?
He's
rad,
dude. Yeah, he's cool.
Like,
he's a fan of Retro Blasting.
Yeah, I don't support a lot of comic creators, but I fully support that fucking dude.
I'm telling you, Bobby, I'm sorry, jerk, but if you make a 232, if you talk to Shane and make a 232, you think I shill hard now? I will shill so hard if you make an Inglorious Rex. Like, you have no idea, man.
Even more than if I did Salamandroid?
I will shill hard for that, too. Yeah. So if you do Salamandroid, that would be amazing.
I'll shill harder for Nemesis.
You know what else you could do? You know what else you could do?
Ultimate villain.
You could do O-ring figures, and then you could do 1/12 scale figures that vaguely resemble me and this guy. Just saying.
There you go.
Probably do that.
I
love you.
Thank you, 78. That was a good question, and that makes me want to get Bobby and Jerk and Alex on for a comic book stream, because you three would be awesome talking about comics, man. That would be fun.
Man. Any day.
78 also says indie music in the 80s and 90s, cinema in the 90s and 2000s, indie comics in the 90s, time again. Can it happen again in the TV movie industry? Can a Clerks happen again?
I think it
or
can.
Will it get strangled?
I think we're on the verge of it, man.
We have to be, because
everything's been so bad.
Yeah. It, like I said, the enshittification of everything.
Right? Another Tarantino will come along.
Yeah.
Another Tarantino will come along and people will be like, oh, I like movies that are written good. Because that's what it was. Everybody loved the dialogue. Everybody loved a good story. Like, and that was the weirdest anomaly ever when his movies came out. So,
in all aspects of societies, they're pendulums. Like, look at the arena rock, the arena rock age of the 70s that gave birth to punk rock, and so on and so forth. And like, big Hollywood gave way to like, indie films and things like that. Like it'll come back around again. It always does.
It will.
Just like, some turds that try to say that 118 is a dead scale.
Oh, look at the shilling happening in the chat right now. Someone wants to glaze Bobby Vala in the chat. Look at this.
A big old
Maverick 19 says, I bought my first Operation Monster Force figure at a JoeCon recently. Very disappointing paint. Oh, Bobby just got hard on the face. Bobby's stuff is vastly superior. I had to bring this up.
At least you didn't pre-order it. Wait 3 years for it.
Yeah, there's that. There's waiting forever for a $40 figure. Yeah, I mean, look, I have so much to say.
No, you don't have to say anything. We could just
keep
going.
It's just like, it's just like someone was like, oh, well, because I've mentioned the Hydro Dip. Oh, Monster Force is doing Hydro Dip on their camo. Yeah, but they're following that fucking outdated Four Horsemen painted face fucking shit. Watch now, I'm going to get fucking banned from Legion's Con again. But, dude, I've said it.
The Purple Gang's going to come after you.
We are in the fucking height of toy making right now. You have to change with the times. You have to do double elbows. You have to do double fucking knees. You got to do the double fucking neck. You got to catch up. Digital face printing has been around for like 10 fucking years. And the fact that there are toy companies that don't fucking use it is mind fucking blowing. And the fact that you can charge $40 or more for a figure without digital fucking face deco is a fucking travesty. There's my fucking pipe bomb for you. It's like, catch the fuck up, motherfuckers. If you're going to charge that much fucking money, we don't want to see doll faces. We want to see depth in the face. So it's like, sure, all day long, charge your $40 and up for your figures that take fucking 2-3 years to come out, and don't give me fucking digital face deco. You guys are doing a stellar job while I'm over here putting out 200 fucking items, drop my prices to $27.99 with fucking soft goods and digital face printing. Buddy, you guys are in my rear view fucking mirror.
Nobody glazes Bobby Vala like Bobby Vala.
Huh? All the way back. All
right. The Titan 940
ripping off fucking IPs, doing all this fucking hack job shit, using AI all fucking day.
But they get a pass.
They get a pass from Zakanin, but that's all right. Doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
cool.
Zakanin.
No.
He was on my show list. Let's see here. We got Father Son Galaxy member for 11 months. Thank you. He says, 4 absolute legends on screen. Appreciate you all. That's
buddy.
incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, Father Son. The Titan says, I'm tired of the trope of deconstructing the superhero. You and me both. Hollywood, how about give us a good movie with an actual hero? I mean, the new Superman, he was a hero. That was not deconstructed. Yeah,
he was. And it just threw you right in. It was like
he was the big blue Boy Scout. He was.
But
just because he saved a fucking squirrel, he had to get saved by everyone else in his movie.
And a lady on a bridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, so here's one thing I'm going to say. At least Ben Affleck's Batman didn't tell everybody he's fucking Batman and try to quit every 3 seconds. That's one thing I will say. So, people want to shit on Snyder.
Oh, you mean
and all this
Nolan?
stuff. Oh,
You mean
James
Nolan?
Gunn's so great. Nolan's Batman, he tried to fucking quit every 5 seconds.
I did not like when he did quit in between Batman or Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight should have ended when Joker went upside down and said, "I think we're destined to do this forever." That should have been the end of the movie. Everything unravels after that. It makes everything that came before it bullshit. And everybody gives it a pass because Heath Ledger died.
I'm with Ryan. I think that the whole 8 years and him just like, wait, you would have just stopped? Your whole life was
Batman doesn't quit. Batman goes until he dies.
Yep.
It's his war. It's his mission.
Yeah.
He is the Batman. He's not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's his fucking character.
Yeah.
But like, even in the old, the original 4 or whatever, he's telling everybody he's Batman. He's trying to quit all the time. Fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
All Affleck's Batman wanted to do was tear people in half like phone books, fold them in half, and just fight aliens.
Dude, I like Affleck's Batman's action scenes. They're the best.
Yep.
They are.
I like his costume the best.
The costume's the best. Yep.
Yeah.
The vocal changer in the throat.
It's way better than "Where's the trigger?"
That should be standard for Batman going forward, and the fact that they didn't do it in The Batman is ridiculous. That should be standard.
Well, that movie put me
You
to
mean
sleep.
discount 7? The Batman. Tell me the Batman is not fucking 7.
It put me to sleep.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
very
lying.
sudden.
I got like
It's
the hour 45 and I was out. I was done. I was
I'm in
just like,
chat.
What happened to Chad is I got rid of him.
Oh,
yeah.
He said he called it discount 7. And I'm very upset by that.
I know you like the Batman, but
So we'll just get to here because so that we can talk about stuff. So now that we've corrected
If
this,
you want to keep 600 people watching, you better get these 2 fucking faces back on the screen.
all right. We gotta get to we gotta get to the chat, guys. Okay, the chat is important, right, Chad?
I still love Bobby.
I know. Justin Booth, thanks for the 5. They could do motion
Just follow
capture
up.
DC films similar to the Resident Evil motion capture films. I don't know what those are.
Not sure either.
But okay.
um,
Thank you for the 5.
Well, and
I
then there
think
was,
there might have been animated like Code Veronica movie that
and
was.
then there was like the
motion
Final
capture.
Fantasy Spirits Within, like long time ago.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
hey guys, guess what?
What?
I just got the contact information for Mark Millar's agent.
Nice.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
through the rest of his shit, man. Like Kick-Ass is in there. There's so many good properties in Millar's universe. Like Huck is good. Like there's a lot of good stuff in there.
By the way, Kill Bill recently came back as one big movie.
The whole bloody affair that should have been out like 15 years ago. They had it on Amazon like 15 years ago.
The only figures that have been done are the McFarlane statues.
NECA made them.
NECA statues.
Yeah.
If we
Well,
had a superposable bride, like any character from that
I
movie
agree.
from Kill
I'd
Bill.
take everybody. I have all
Hands
of
down.
those. So they're the
How,
worst.
how mad is
They
Bobby going to
break
get
their
when I
own
say I hate Kill Bill?
Oh, that's fine.
How could you hate Kill Bill? That's
Kill
a
Bill
love letter.
sucks.
To,
It
it's
sucks.
a love letter to Kung Fu.
Out
It
of
fucking
all
sucks.
his movies, I like those least.
Kill Bill?
Yeah,
Well,
I will
they're
take
actually-
Reservoir Dogs and flush the rest in the toilet.
100
Have you
fucking
seen
percent.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I'll flush all that. Yeah.
That was fun.
I mean,
like that.
It
Once
was
Upon a
good,
Time
but
in
but to put
flamethrower
Kill
at
Bill
the
below
end?
that,
Yeah,
I do not
I would
like
put
Kill
Kill
Bill.
Bill below all of them.
no.
Even
I like-
Hateful
I
Eight.
don't like it. It insists upon itself, and I think it sucks.
It insists upon itself.
I just
All right.
Pull that from Family
I'm not an Uma Thurman fan, so
No, God, she's
for
horrible.
me it's just like, oh, her.
I'm a
her
Kung Fu
daughter is the
fan,
worst part
so-
about Stranger Things, man. I can't stand that chick. All right, Smudge
Her
Custom
daughter's in
says,
Stranger Things.
yeah, she's the lesbian.
Ice Cream Girl.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it since the first season.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
All right, Smudge Custom
Baseball.
says RAM prices have quadrupled. Random access memory have quadrupled in the last few months. Yes, because of AI.
Yep.
And major companies are no longer going to be making consumer-based RAM products in PCs, laptops, and cell phones. That sucks. I need to buy a computer very soon.
Yep, and check your electric bill because all those AI farms are driving up everybody's fucking power bills.
Oh, yeah. No, mine have
And now they're finding out that those data centers are giving people cancer, miscarriages, all kinds of shit. They're bad news. So,
Cutthroat Comics, thanks for the $5. How do you feel about an Azrael Batman movie? Like a Nightfall? They're making an animated Nightfall movie right now.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I think it's going to be a 3-parter.
They always fuck up all the animated DC movies.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if they did live action, that would at least be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Fuck,
At
how
least.
the hell would his costume look in live action? Jesus.
Probably horrible. They would
It would have to be
yeah.
CG'd.
Yeah.
My argument is like, and again, talking about Batman and things like that, like video games, if they want to save the Arkhamverse in that 9-year span between Origins and Asylum, they could put Nightfall and Long Halloween in there. Those stories exist in the Arkhamverse. Yeah.
K-Dog says, but kids are watching everything streaming at the push of a button. With kids appreciating instant gratification, it dies with the millennials. I don't disagree with that, but that's all parenting, and it's household by household. Unfortunately, I think the majority of households fall into the K-Dog sphere here. Yeah, for sure.
But like my kid's been waiting for that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 forever, and like we were going to go see it the other day, and she had to go to work, and she was like totally distraught. But like, not all kids are the same. I don't think it's a blanket statement. It's like saying kids don't play with toys. That's a blanket statement that doesn't apply to everybody.
Yeah, dude, my kid's kind of a toy collector. Like
my daughter collects the fuck out of Monster High.
Yeah,
and that shit's expensive.
He's very selective. He's not like me. He doesn't have the illness yet, but he definitely likes toys, and he'll get what he likes. Nowhere Manchild, the original Star Wars 77 showing in theaters. That's in 2027.
Yep.
It's going to be a major experience for so many folks. Yes, the original non-specialized theatrical mostly cut of Star Wars 77. 2027, February. It's official. It's happening. Can't wait.
Yeah, that'd get my ass back in the theater to see it all not chopped up. And I don't need that bad digital Jabba the Hutt in the first movie.
No,
that scene's so bad, dude.
It is. And then when they have them stepped over him, I was like, this is... I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, the scene didn't work. Don't do it.
Any appearance of Jabba outside of Jedi is garbage. You should have just left him in Jedi and just left it alone.
Yep.
Rockastone 98. Thanks for the $2. He says those were better days. Yes, sir.
Amen.
They sure were.
Same with 3PO and R2. Should have just left them in the original trilogy.
I didn't like
when Anakin made it.
I was fine with R2 because of the way it worked out, but having Vader build C-3PO, that was
not remember.
I was like, hey, what happened to binary load lifters? Did you forget your own freaking movie or what?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Headphones off.
We got Wesley Hendricks with 10 3POA podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Wesley. Let's see who got those. We got the Hitman Horton 1974, DC Multiverse Collector West Coast, Stitch Gurr, Road Killer 627. I got the Touch Fool, Figmatic Finds 1234, Road Killer 62. I said that one. Texas 1911, Stay at Home Figs, Pablito. Is that what that says? I can't read what these things on. Eggs and Flapjacks. Thank you so much, Wesley Hendricks. For 10 3POA podcast memberships. What's up, Chad? Put those headphones in, Chad. Come on. Thank you, Wesley, so much. Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Oh, fine. Just playing with some Exo Squad over here.
That's when you need to get Exo Squad. Wesley, thank you so much. All you guys stay tuned for the after show, please. It's going to be fun. All right, where are we at? Ayo, Frankie. What's up, Frankie? He says, yo, I just bought a CD yesterday because my whip still plays them. And I felt like
Fuck
the
yeah.
20-year-old Frankie. I said, why stop there? I lit up a Camel Crush and cracked open a Four Loko.
Fuck yeah.
God, you guys remember Four Locos?
Oh,
my
God.
God.
I remember being poisoned by one for
Yeah.
a few.
It's like tropical fruit acid.
Yep.
I never drank that shit.
Yeah. Ramen Toy says there are some songs only available on CD, and I can't find the CD. I am all over Tower Records finding that CD, but nothing.
No.
Try to find
How many
Cure's Killing
movies?
an Arab.
Yeah, how many movies were never put on DVD, let alone Blu-ray or 4K?
Or even put on streaming, man. I have
Yeah.
I have hundreds of fucking movies that you can't find on any streaming platform.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
Do you
I'm
remember
telling you,
when,
if you like it, buy the physical media of it and buy it now.
Yep.
do you remember when Disney used to put out the bookcase looking plastic VHS?
The clamshell,
Yes.
the big
Yeah, and
clamshell.
it was like that was back when like I want to like my grandmother, she used to collect them, and it was like something like Snow White or Cinderella had like never been offered. It was like it was being offered. She was so excited, and it's like wow. Now you look back, it's like you can't even get like
The
$1 for
vault,
those things.
the Disney vault.
yeah, they had a
you know, movies have been put out so many times, but it's just like, yeah, what like that was back when like certain movies just were not put out.
yeah.
My mom has Song of the South on VHS because
It's worth a shitload of money, buddy.
my aunt bought everything, right? My aunt bought everything. Her kids grew up, moved out. She gave it all to my mom. In the early 2000s, I was telling my mom, just throw that stuff out. We'll just, let's get the DVDs. She didn't listen to me. Thank God. She has it all. Those old Disney movies in those big clamshells. Yep.
Yeah.
You should take that to Disneyland on the Tiana's Bayou, whatever, and watch people delaminate as you're riding
Dude,
that
I
bullshit new ride with Song of the South.
So Drew G has Song of the South on his Plex, which he gave me access to, and we watched it. I don't know what the hell people's problem with that movie is.
There's nothing wrong with
It's
it.
fine.
Is it weird that I don't know what you guys are talking about with this Song of the South?
It's
Song of the South, yeah.
Yeah, Disney made a movie that had a guy named Uncle Tom in it, and he was black. And because of that and the slang, they shelved the movie completely.
Yeah.
And now it's a
And then they
super
shit canned
fucking
Splash
it's a
Mountain.
super rarity. Yeah.
Oh,
So on like if you see it on VHS, it's like a $200 VHS.
wow.
It's what Splash
super
Mountain
cool.
was based on, which they changed recently.
Okay.
And one of their major songs came from there too. Like he
Zippity
was-
Doo Dah.
Yeah, it was Zippity Doo Dah came from. Yep.
Yeah. The characters in that
You know,
movie
it
are
was
great.
Brer
The movie
Rabbit.
is great.
Oh, there you
it's a
go. It was
classic.
Uncle Remus. Sorry, I don't fucking remember. I
Let's
just
see.
remember
Uncle Ben, who cares?
Yeah.
We got RC Archaeologist. Thanks for the $2. He says, thanks for a great episode, boys. I'm out. We'll see you later. RC
Got
Archaeologist.
you on
Thank
the
you.
replay.
Ayo, Frankie says they're also editing movies over on Netflix. I noticed the whole scene was taken out of Austin Powers. What?
Yeah, they do that all the time. That's
think
why
you-
you need to keep your physical media, because that's what I was saying. Licenses, they end and then they have to tamper with the movie. They did that with Ace Ventura too. The part where he's in the water tank doing the Star Trek bit, that's cut on most of the DVDs.
Wow.
Can't do it, Captain. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cut. So,
Frankie
and
says they cut out a pussy joke from Austin Powers.
guaranteed.
Horrible. That is that is like burning books. You don't do that.
That's like going to the Mona Lisa.
Well, that's like
and
tearing
putting
down
a little
statues.
Hitler
Wow.
mustache on it.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yep.
Like you're going against like what everybody behind that movie fought for.
That's
You know
destruction
what
of
I
art.
mean? Yeah.
But that's cancel culture in a nutshell right there. And
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
whole other can of worms. But
yeah.
It's Jay Gonzo. Thanks for the 19-month member chat. He says, savage. Thank you, Gonzo. Hope to see you again at DFW. If we're going. Are we going to DFW? Do you know yet?
TBD.
All right. Oh, we got Brent
I'm
Banks.
going.
It depends what shows I'm banned from.
Brent Banks, 8021. Batman v Superman gave us the best 112 scale playset ever made in the Ultimate Batcave that Walmart released. I remember that thing. That thing was huge. I had one that I picked up at a thrift store, and it was
There's
so
a
big.
positive right there.
Yeah, I had to get rid of it. But that thing was it was like 3 feet tall. Talker Art says, this is so nice to see a podcast without Jersey Maniac fantasizing about Jesse Falcon.
You've never let that go ever.
Never.
Look, he was burning everyone and everybody in this chat the whole time while you were talking. He said some shit about my face.
Oh, dude.
I love it.
Find a show
Bring
where he
it
doesn't say
on.
how fat I am, you know?
Bring it on. I love that guy. Uncle
Oh yeah.
I love you. Talker put out a video today of his toy container, and it's pretty cool.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. Like that's even better than what he had before. That room that was like fucking just full. Like it looks so much better, and
It looks better.
2 fucking rows.
I
Beautiful.
lived in the Connex for years, man. Those shipping containers, they're good business.
Impossible Pie says we're going back to the 90s buying CD players. I need to get a CD player. I don't have one.
I still have mine. But I had like a rack stereo, and I never got rid of that fucking thing, man.
Hell
Ever.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
no one's
never.
going to mention ScarJo in Batman, but who is she playing? Yeah, so ScarJo
Supposedly. That's a supposedly.
supposedly. Is she Poison Ivy? Because that would be perfect.
I don't know. I have to watch the rest of the movie that I fell asleep on. So
I would think she's probably Catwoman because I think the Batman, Matt Reeves, the Batman, is too grounded for Poison Ivy.
They already had Catwoman.
Oh, that's
yeah, Didn't
They did,
she sneak
yeah.
up on him at the end with the motorcycle?
Okay, so it's got to be Poison Ivy, or who else would it be? Harley? ScarJo is Harley?
Yeah, there's a comment in the chat.
Barbara Gordon?
The rumors that she's Andrea Beaumont, the Phantasm.
Oh, live action Phantasm, dude.
Okay, that would be rad if they went in that direction.
That would be something else. Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking. All right.
Well, they didn't make a sequel to 7, so I don't know what they're going to rip off from the Batman 2. Do something, Bobby. Fuck. Let's go.
Let's see here. Eric Alfred Abel, member for 28 months. What's up, Eric? He says, Bobby, did I hear you say you like Yellowstone? Can we get a rip homage?
Yeah, we'll see. I already I talked to Paramount about a few licenses, and they were like, "Yeah, you don't want to deal with Yellowstone. That's just too hard of a property." I guess between like Kevin Costner and everyone else, that's why you don't see a lot of Kevin Costner figures.
Do you see what McFarlane is doing? Jack Nicholson Joker. It's inspired by, so the face will not be an exact.
Oh, yeah.
But it is Jack Nicholson Joker, obviously.
Yeah.
Impossible Pie. I stopped going to Best Buy when they stopped selling DVDs. I mean, why else would you go?
Me too.
Yeah.
Dude, if you want, listen.
What the hell do they even sell now?
If you want to get back on physical media, go to FYE. You can get DVDs for like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Like buying Power of the 4 Star Wars figures.
Yeah,
Or
Marvel
go to a
Legends for
pawn
like
shop,
$75.
Well,
Pawn
that,
shop, you'll always get movies cheap. So, and you could score good out of print movies all the time.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. And you can get like some of those good steel books, the collector's ones. Pretty cheap.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is the show. I want the hooligans to stay tuned for the after show. And real quick, once again, the Toy Widow has merch now. Get a t-shirt or, I think we're going to have tank tops soon for the Toy Widow in your life. The link will be in the chat and it's in the description below. If you're watching later, check those out. Shout out to Mrs. LP for designing those. Mr. Jerk, what do you got going on?
I just did a video on Wetsuit, and I will be back for Monday Night Raw. So you'll catch me there. We're gonna have D13 on, so we'll.
Oh, cool,
we'll
Chris
see how
Garwich.
that goes. So
yeah, Chris Garwich on Mega Powers Monday. Chad, what do you got going on, man?
Gaming.
Yeah, I know. I've been digging your gaming streams, dude.
Yep.
For sure. Your gaming stream of the G.I. Joe game made me want to get the Cosmic Invasion game by Marvel. So me and my kid are going to play that tonight after all this.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, all of those are they're all reskins of that Ninja Turtles game.
That's
but
right.
there's a Masters of the Universe one coming out. I know Kenzo's all jazzed about that, and it looks pretty good. And you can actually ride mounts and vehicles, God forbid. But yeah, the Joe one's cool. It's just people wanted me to play it. But Yeah, I've been having fun just doing gaming stuff. I'm not going to justify it, but yeah, it's fun. I'm having
keep going with that. Me the next Jay Bartlett,
just
man. Your
fun,
channel's
man.
gonna blow up, you know.
I'm just doing whatever I want to do. You guys,
There you go.
Have fun,
Have fun.
man. That's what this is all about. Have fun.
Same thing as doing a video about freaking customs and whatever. It's all the same.
Bobby, you got the gear tins coming in January.
Gear tins coming in January. 2 secret items coming in January. I mean, I'm just kidding. We're closing the doors, going out of business.
So
You did that 4 years ago.
Can't sustain $27.99 figures with soft goods.
YouTube channel coming back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I probably, because we're filming on Thursday.
There you go.
So I think the first video I'm going to do is a retrospective on the black, because I realized that not everyone has seen the DFW panel. A lot of people are like, what's this black series? So I want to give a retrospective on the black. And I believe I'm going to, no, I won't say that yet. But yeah, I got some ideas for some videos. But if there's ideas that people have that they want to see me do, or things that you want me to talk about or something like that, shoot us a message. Let me know.
All right, guys, I'm on with Richie's Figs tomorrow at 3 p.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. East Coast time. We're going to be talking about Street Fighter, I think the new Lizard by Marvel Legends. Wednesday, I don't know if they've announced it yet, but I was invited on to Between Two Sentinels with Machu Toy and J-Shot. So I'm going to be doing that. That's at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then I think I'm going to go straight into a midweek mayhem with the fellas, with the Pink Bastard, and with Jeremy right after. So that's going to be a long night for me.
Damn.
Yeah. And, check out nerdzoic.com. And if you have not seen them yet, stay tuned for the end credits, because you might be in them. Just updated them. Good night, everybody.
Hey, shout out to the hooligan, facts on deck. LaserPants, Bobby Vala, put some respect. No script, no spin, just bars that crack. 3PO, yeah, the real ones back. Hey, we don't shield, we don't cap, we don't chase no views. We just tell the truth, break toys and news. While they fake reviews for a brand new bag. We keep it raw, yeah, we wave that flag. We don't shield, we don't cap, we don't chase no views. We just tell the truth, break toys and news. While they fake reviews for a brand new bag. We keep it raw, yeah, we wave that flag. LaserPants, steady aim, got the sight on point. Dropping facts, not fluff, every line anointed. Bobby Vala built the game from the ground with pride. Action force in the lab, that's bona fide. Mesco, Matt Fix, meaty toys and stacks. Savage Crucible, Shine Vala verse on Rex. Other toy Torbis front, trying to copy the way. But the truth don't bend, it don't serve a slaves. Yeah. Talk big online, but they fold in checks. Selling hype, no heart, we ain't into that. Receipts don't lie, we expose the scheme. 3PO, that collect a dream. We don't shield, we don't cap, we don't chase no views. We just tell the truth, break toys and news. While they fake real reviews for a brand new bag. We keep it raw, yeah, we wave that flag. They talk slick, we clicks, no facts inside. Every claim they drop get nullified. Vala got proof, pants got aim. They dismantle frost by name and frame. Whole crew solid, no scripts, no deals, no bottle takes, no compromise feels. We cut through smoke like a sharpened blade. Let the numbers talk when the trust gets weighed. And yeah, they know who we talking to. Frontin' for brands, but the crowd sees through. We don't name names, they expose themselves. While the 3PO are sitting top shelf. The 3PO, ain't no true on day. We don't shield, we don't cap, we don't chase no views. We just tell the truth, break toys and the news. While they fake reviews for a brand new bag. We keep it raw, yeah, we wave that flag. We don't shield, we don't cap, we don't chase no views. We just tell the truth, break toys and the news. While they fake reviews for a brand new bag. We keep it raw, yeah, we wave that flag. Hooligans, rise up, hold that crown. 3PO, the truth, no sellout sound. LaserPants, Bobby Vala, run that show. When the mic turns high, yeah, the truth gon' blow. No lies, no scripts, no acting plan, just passion and proof, that's the plan. after. For that